Oh boy, here we go. It's a Sunday evening. We're fresh off a hell of a weekend of pro wrestling and it's not even over yet. But as always, it is Mr. Young.
And it's foreign. In the building, bro. What's up?
Oh boy, that dramatic pause as he brings up and takes a swig of that Red Bull. The sponsorship, it's not in yet. There's no sponsorship yet, but you know what? It's all good, man.
Bro, this is the road to actualizing that sponsorship. I've been in the rabbit hole trying to actually Google whether got Red Bull HQ in Singapore. But apparently don't have, bro. Or they used to be. But the address doesn't exist. I don't know. Maybe they exited the market a bit too soon, bro. Before foreign came into the picture, bro.
That's why, right? So that's why you need to live up to your name and go to a foreign country to get that sponsorship. Bro, remember, there are two different Red Bull brands. There's the Asia one. I think Thailand is the place to go. The one you're drinking is Asia one, the gold can, right?
Yeah, man. It's awesome,
and
bro.
The silver can, by the way, is the Europe one. You see the Red Bull on the F1 cars. That one's the Europe one. That one more atas.
Wait, are you talking about this one, bro?
Oh my god, you have two?
Just to confirm. I wanted to confirm which one.
No, I think they are both. These are both the Thai brand.
Oh, yeah. I see Thai. I see. Wait. Let me see. This tall one. It says Red Bull Plus, bro. Apparently because it's got zero sugar, but I don't believe a single thing that they say.
Okay, people, everybody in chat, strap in. We are in for a wild ride. We have 2 cans of Red Bull here today, and oh my god. You know what?
One for each show. That's why, bro.
I feel like I should go to the fridge and get myself a drink now.
Oh, no. You know, it's all good. You know, for me, it's not a gimmick, bro. I really need the energy. I just came out of reservice the last 1.5 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, who am I lying? Actually, my reservice damn lepak lah.
Najwan has the very important question. Najwan always in with the important questions. Foreign, are you a heel?
It depends, bro. It really depends. It depends on which show you start with first, bro. Because a lot of deep thoughts about today's show. And
Okay, after you hear what I have to say, people in chat and you foreign as well, you might think that I have turned heel. I'll just leave it at that. A bit of a spoiler for you.
What a tease.
I think I might surprise people today, and I'm excited for it. You know what? It's exciting times. You know, let's get down to business. But before we do anything, I want to talk about what I did today, bro.
Okay, tell me, bro. Tell me.
I spent the whole afternoon, my wife and I, we went to Courts, Tampines, the big one, the mega store, right?
I see.
Because BTO coming already. And the time goes by very fast. You think you have the time. As Stone Cold would say, you know?
I'm waiting, bro.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you had...
pause?
I thought you had something to bring in. I was like, wow, like he's going to jump in with something. Okay. Here's the thing, right? How much do you think I spent today?
Oh, wait. Do you use a credit card?
Of course, lah. Okay, you're talking about like all the appliances one might have in a new home. All right, hey, chat, jump in the chat and guesstimate how much you think I spent. And I'm not even halfway done.
Wait, are you playing The Price Is Right now?
Yeah, I think so a little bit.
Okay. I give ballpark.
Okay, ballpark, go.
Ballpark. Okay, just furniture, right? I'm assuming this is just for your furniture.
No.
Right?
Appliances. Furniture, I went to Malaysia. That one, another story.
Oh dear God. Okay, appliances. 10K.
Hey, not bad. Yeah, on the ball, bro. You nailed it. And okay, so here's the thing, right? It's fridge, it's dishwasher, it's washing machine, it's a convection oven. So I mean, if you think about it, at the end of the day, it does make sense. Robot vacuum.
Is it really a need, Mr. Young, for a robot vacuum, bro?
I mean, yes, it is. You know, we are very busy people, and the robot vacuum can got AI one, can scan. We got the model that can identify dog shit. Okay. It's important. You know what? Because I have 2 doggos. Once in a while, you never know, got accident, right? Like if you have one of those old-fashioned robot vacuums and they don't know how to identify certain things, what do you think will happen?
It's not that you said dog shit that made me laugh.
What?
It's the tone of your dog shit. It was like la dog shit.
Bro, I've learned from the school of WWE promos.
Okay, gotta emphasize that part lah.
Yeah, gotta have inflection one. Okay, I'm a student of not the game but Paul Heyman. But so that's the thing, right? Like if you don't have a robot vacuum that knows how to differentiate things, it'll just roll over the dog shit and then you'll just have a whole house smeared with dog shit lah.
That's true. Okay, see, this is what I learned, Mr. Young. It's not about spending the money, bro.
No.
It's about making the connections, bro. When are we gonna get that Quartz endorsement, bro?
Oh, see, bro, I swear, every single podcast we throw something out there. We got the Red Bull out there. Now we got Quartz out there. I'm gonna talk about like going to Malaysia, bro. On Friday, I went to Malaysia. I bought like a sofa, TV console, and a bed. Guess how much?
In ringgit or in Sing?
Let me Sing. Okay, do the conversion. Guys, guess.
Let me play. Maybe it's about...
bed got mattress one, so mattress plus bed frame plus TV console plus couch.
1.5k Sing.
Wow, no, more.
Okay, more. 2k.
More.
Bro, really? 4k.
No, it was 3K.
Okay, in between. Okay, yeah. fair enough. Wait, which area was this? Where did you buy
JB lah. I mean,
is it one of those showroom places?
Kind of, but it's like more out of the way. It's not like in a shopping mall or anything like that. So one of those like warehouse type deals. So it's probably a little bit cheaper. Hey, 3K for all that is actually very good law. I feel because like if you
good.
Yeah, if you bought it in Singapore and we did all our work, right? Like one couch can cost almost 2K already in Singapore.
Exactly.
Just the couch.
Wait, how are you sending it over? They have like delivery and stuff?
Yes. They have trucks. They'll send the stuff over. It's quite cool actually. Certain places have... Okay, so this is what I found. Certain stores in Malaysia got no warranty. Or that one you don't want. That one troublesome already. Because across the border, some give 1 year only because it's across the border. The one I found, 3 years, bro.
Getting the deals, Mr. Young.
Got to do a lot of shopping around. That's the thing.
Yeah. Wait, Marco Purata asked, the TV, how many inch, Mr. Young?
Haven't even bought the new TV yet.
Still haven't yet.
That one, okay. That one, anytime. Hello. Things like cooker and hob, important. Bed, important. TV, not so important. Can still like iPad for a while.
Gotcha, okay. So for all you like interpret, maybe never own a house, first time home buyers. For me, future first time home buyer. Yeah. Can you give us a ballpark figure? If you just furniture and all this nonsense, how much should we save up, bro? This is for all of you listeners as well.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like how deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go? Like you said, you can absolutely say, no, I do not need a robot vac. Just get a regular hand vacuum, can already. That one you save 1.5, 1.7, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah? Yes. You want a smaller fridge, you save a few thousand here, a few thousand there. So it's really about what you need or want in life, right?
Because a friend of mine, he said he needed a fridge, but he needed a very specific fridge. I said, okay, what kind you need? Oh, I need the one that I can play my Spotify music from the screen. Then I'm like... Do you really need that, bro?
No, that's not a need. That is a want. Your friend All In, It's like 5K, something like that, you know.
A guest. He was actually attended our podcast event last year. End of year awards.
There you go. We got people like dollar bills making it rain and stuff like that. But yeah, some of these smart, like I saw. Okay, the dishwasher, for example, that I got right. Dishwasher, no smart version. My English. No smart version.
Oi.
$900.
There you go. See?
Smart version. 1,006. I'm like, for 600, 700 bucks, I can press button. It's okay. I don't need an app.
Okay. So you're saying that these are needs, that these are wants that became needs. Is that Mr. Young?
So okay, my point is some things you don't need to be smart. For the life of me, I can't understand why I would or anybody would need smart features for example, washing machine, right? Because it's not like the washing machine has a reservoir of detergent. You still have to put the detergent, then put the clothes. So what? Am I going to put everything ready? Then I'm thinking about, you know what? Instead of pressing start now, I will go downstairs to the McDonald's and eat. Then I press the start with the app. What the fuck for? Who needs that?
I tell you, who have you been watching, bro? Who has been talking to you, bro, doing this kind of nonsense?
No, just these conversations I have and reading up, right? I'm like, what's the point of having smart an app when I just need to press? I press everything, I go downstairs. I'm not in that much of a hurry.
You know what? You don't need to have smart appliances. But what you need, right, is smart wrestling fans. I feel like we don't have enough of either, bro. That's the problem right now.
Oh, why are you throwing shade right off the bat? What has happened, bro? Did somebody make a funny comment on one of our posts?
Nothing. No. Actually, no, I haven't been really watching our posts recently. Been busy,
Okay.
boy. Been busy. Oh no, but what I'm saying in general, and I'm not trying to cut you off on your conversation
No,
because
no.
I
Don't
feel
worry.
there's some links. Everything links back to wrestling. We've ascertained that in our podcast, right?
For sure.
I feel like budgeting for whether it's for house or for what I'm doing right now, budgeting for a trip. When I was on reservice, the
Yep.
whole time I was with my girlfriend planning a trip to New Zealand, bro.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, YOLO. But one thing I realized, right, is
Mm.
that sometimes it's not about being smart, bro. It's not about being smart about your budget, bro.
Okay.
Sometimes, right, you just gotta take a leap of faith and just go
Ah.
for it, and then trust the universe that somehow the money will come back, bro. Sometimes you have to do that.
So you are suggesting that we live the Tony Khan life? Is that what you are suggesting? There's your link, by the way.
You are a smart man, Mister Young. Very, very smart man.
Hey, it's almost as if I should be in the media industry, huh? Almost.
Are you almost in the media industry or what?
Well, okay, there are a lot of things to say about that, but with that said, yeah. Okay.
Hey, you haven't answered my question, bro.
Oh, what was your question?
You say it depends, but what is exactly? Give me a ballpark figure. How much you should be saving? Okay, just tell me, like, because I also need to save out, bro. How much should I be saving?
Well, I mean,
I got a few years until my BTO.
right, like what? Well, you're talking about just fittings and furnishing, right? 10K
Yes,
to
correct.
15K, law.
Okay, 10K, 15K.
And again, it depends on what you want in life. You want a 30-inch TV versus a 60 versus a 100 versus a projector. Then the cost doubles, triples, quadruples, you know?
Got you.
If you want to license out certain music because you want to hear and broadcast that music every day because you have deep pockets, that one will cost another amount of money. 20K.
Or you want to put a projector on your TV screen so you can listen and see our faces talk about wrestling every weekend.
Wait.
I think that one free lah. I think that one can just take from Carousel or Tapao.
Did Foreign just take things to another level? Did you just suggest putting a projector on a TV?
Yes, correct.
So you got your TV and then you blast the projector on the TV so you got two visuals.
Yes, correct. Then people think, wow, layered experience.
For fuck!
Multi-layered.
Okay. 4D experience. 5D. Bro, this is next level shit. The Red Bull, 2 sips in when we're talking rubbish already. Very nice.
Okay. I don't know what's up with the preamble, but I hope we've bought enough time for people to just stream into the podcast.
Hey.
I think maybe can we give a shout out to these people as well?
Absolutely. Irvin, it's good to see you. Maku, what's up? Najwan, how we doing? Riz, Alfred, much love to everybody who's just, swinging in from the chat. Put Titantron. There you go.
Shout out to all our usual suspects as well. And of course, we won't be remiss to giving a shout out to our podcast patrons. And you can see them on the ticker. If you want to be part of our Patreon as well, you'll see your name there. We'll give you guys a shout out.
And talking about shout outs, the man! Hey, we have an update, no? Our fitness, finance, F&B, entrepreneurship bro, Hasif, sponsor of the podcast. He finally, every day, I'm looking for him and his stories. Finally, we got, look at this fit man. Look at him.
Yeah, there you go. Wait,
8:21 in the morning going for a run. What were you doing at 8:21, bro?
Bro, you are not even catching up on his last few days. Remember what I was telling you last week, bro? The guy came from High Rocks, went climb Mount Rinjani. Did you see it, bro?
Yes. You told me about it.
This guy is, I tell you, Darby Allin looks up to him, bro.
Oh wow! I mean, man, a little bit of a spoiler there. But Shanrik, good to see you as well. Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to give him a shout out because what a cool name. Who's hungry? I am.
Because Shanrik, who's hungry? Very good. So yes, big shout out to Hasif, the sponsor of the podcast. You can always drop him a follow, please do, on Instagram. Hasif_captures. He loves the pro wrestling community here in Singapore. Like, he may not be the biggest fan, but he understands passion when he sees it. And that's why he's here to help us stoke these passions as we are about to stoke your passions in pro wrestling in just a few moments. If you ever want to, get any advice from him as it relates to finance, fitness, F&B, entrepreneurship, drop him a DM. Have a day with Hasif.
I'm not sure about stoking. I'm more familiar with stroking, but for Hasif, right, I think. Sorry, did I say something? What? Sorry, yeah. Anyway, for Hasif, I was saying like, he's
Nashwan, do your thing.
Nope.
Nashwan, do your thing.
Nope. Stop
you mean Stokely? Stokely had away.
Wait, Najwan says Foreign asked the LCS players if they listened to Mexican music yesterday. I did in fact, yes.
Did you really? Oh god.
Yeah, I bet.
Did you cite your favorite Mexican band?
No. Okay, so I need to give some context for those of you. Okay, before we dive into the wrestling, yesterday I was at the Adidas kit launch of the Lion City Sailors, bro. Our
Nice.
local club has leveled up, has partnered with the German Giants, bro. So
very cool.
Yeah, they did a kit launch at the Adidas HQ at the brand store in Orchard. Saw a few familiar faces. Of course, Najwan's there, our creative director of LTS. And I saw a couple of some of your DJ friends. I don't know whether you know them personally. Maybe Catherine Robert. I think she was the MC.
Yeah,
and
from
then,
class.
and then Sean, not Sean Rick, but Sean from SGAT was there as well. So a couple of old faces, wrestling faces, and so LCS is a pretty.
I love how you just call Sean a couple of old faces. Like he's not that old, bro. Why you starting again, bro? Why?
Familiar faces. That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay,
I saw him at the Superman, which is another thing we need to talk about. But yes, I saw him at the Superman movie premiere.
Yeah, let's talk about Superman in a bit. Yeah, so a lot of the LCS players were there. You know, there's a mix of local players. Well known, Izwan Mabo is a great goalkeeper, and then we had one guy, Safwan Barudin. He was Singapore's centre back, and international centre back, has played for years, but he left the Singapore League in his early 20s to go play in Malaysia, Selangor, and all that. So he was even a captain for the club. So he was really a big deal. And he just came back this season. So we have a lot of good local players. But there's this one guy, bro. One particular player I'm a fan of, bro.
Okay.
Because he's a left back. He's Portuguese.
Okay.
His name is Diogo. Named after one of my favorite Liverpool players, the one that we talked about last week. And he's Portuguese lah. So I was like, hey bro, you listen to Mexican music as well. Okay, but first of all, that's not how I introduced myself. So I was queuing up, to get the thing signed and all that nonsense. I was like, hey, introduce myself.
I hope you weren't wearing a kick to the gut shirt. Please don't embarrass us like this, bro.
I was like, hey, I was at your, I saw your game, you were great in the finals last season. I'm happy that you signed for the team because, bro, he's 21 years old, but the club signed him he was on loan from a Portuguese club, and now the club signed him on a 5-year deal, which is very, very rare in local football because, 5-year deal is like might as well become citizen already, right? So I was like, I'm glad, you're enjoying Singapore. I know I look forward to seeing you. That's it. By the way, I love listening to Mexican music. In my head, I'm just assuming all Spanish people listen to all the music, bro. It's like
he's Portuguese. He's not Spanish. He speaks Portuguese.
Yeah, but Mexicans speak Spanish, Brazilians speak Portuguese. They're all linked, right? No? Am I generalizing?
Well, Alvin, there you go. There's a Foreign's update on his Mexican music journey.
So he was like, no, amigo, I don't listen to Mexican music, but thank you for supporting us. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. That was the extent of our conversation.
You should have taken out your phone and open YouTube. Here, I recommend you this one. Mystico. You know Mystico. Mystico.
Oh, dear God, yeah. Nah. So that, yeah. But anyway, that's my attempt in making, the local football players try to listen to some mystical music. But yeah.
At least you didn't ask him if he was a heel. At least you asked him a somewhat relevant...
relevant question.
If that could even be the term relevant to be used. But yes, very cool.
Yes, but correct. Yeah, so guys, go check out the new Lion City Sailors kit. It's really fresh. They have it in white and they have it in blue.
Yeah.
I think quite cheap. $85, not bad for a local jersey. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Hey,
okay.
I did my part, Najwan. I already promote for you. Okay?
Yeah. There you go.
Done.
Now the memes will come. Okay. At least you never asked him about egg tarts.
I don't get that. No.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why egg tart? Oh, Portuguese egg tart. Yo.
No. Sorry, my Portuguese cuisine knowledge is not there. Not enough.
You might as well ask him if he knows Ronaldo. You want to be that
stereotypes,
you know Ronaldo or not? It's like, when you get a foreigner who knows like one Singaporean and then it's like, hey, do you know Lim Ah Beng from so and so? No, I don't know everybody in Singapore, bro.
Yeah, no. Like if I were to ask him that, he would probably look at me like, Can you imagine? Because every single Portuguese player go to them, they're like, hey, fuck you. Like your head.
Oh my God. Okay, so we went from furniture shopping to the new kit. Do we want to talk about Superman before we jump into...
We got to talk about it a bit.
I assume you watch.
Of course I did. Of course I
Okay.
did. What's your thoughts on Superman, Mister Young?
Oh, I actually put up a video, instant thoughts, right after. You can check it out on my Instagram and TikTok. That's a cheap plug for my content. I loved it, man. James Gunn, he has it. He knows how to make and craft a story where, even though I was a bit worried in the first quarter of the movie. I don't know if you felt the same way. Like, immediately you get thrown into this world. There's no world building. It is established. But by the middle part of the movie, it didn't matter anymore. So James Gunn is so good at doing this thing where he puts you in, and at first you're like, oh shit, like everything's happening. But he catches you up, not with exposition, not with, oh, blah, 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 people telling you, but actually showing, alien invasion of Metropolis. Oh, it's just like any other day. Superman swooping in to save the day. Oh, it's a normal thing already. And you very quickly understand what's going on.
Yeah, it felt like an episodic episode, like you're thrown into the middle of a series. And I think maybe because this is by design, right? Like James Gunn wanted everyone, or assume everyone already knows about Superman lore. He doesn't want to retread all these, same old tropes. He wants to approach a different story. Probably that's it.
True that. No spoilers, don't worry. For those who haven't watched yet, none of what we are going to say gives away any plot points. We're just saying that, oh my God, here we go. There's this group of people right now, right? The Snyder diehards.
Which is HS Lee lah.
Yes.
What's up, bro?
There's always one or two. Look, it's a different style. I think that Zack Snyder desaturated, broody style is great for Batman. It works. Not for Superman. Superman is about hope. It's about being like a beacon of light for people despite all that is what Superman is. Not a broody mofo.
You see, bro. Okay, we're not gonna talk about spoilers, but I think this movie highlighted what works for Superman.
Yes.
And also highlighted what was the deficiencies on the Man of Steel. And this is coming from a huge Henry Cavill fan. I love Henry Cavill, by the way.
Oh, yes.
But seeing this portrayal of Superman made me realize actually his Superman was lacking a lot.
Yeah.
Why I say that is because two things that this new guy David Corenswet wins over his predecessor. First of all, damn, my girlfriend fell in love with him within like the first few seconds.
Bro, this has always been the quote unquote problem I found with Superman. Unrelatable. He's too OP already.
Correct, but yes, this guy, he's bumbling, like legitimately. Even as Superman, he's bumbling.
Yeah.
He's very innocent and pure, and that was very highlighted by the his chemistry with Louis Lane. Because Louis Lane said like, you trust people too easily, bro.
But you see, that's the crux of his entire character arc in a lot of the comics, in the Golden Age stuff, where he's just this guy that's, you're like, especially, it's, what this is perfect for? It's perfect for a cynical world of 2025 where everybody is like, and there's even a scene for the complainers. I love that scene, bro. When I saw it, I'm like, It applies to the IWC.
Got
you know what scene I'm talking about, right?
I know. Yeah. And that's why I feel that and I'll tell you what I like about Man of Steel as well, right? For this one, he is hopeful, he's idealistic to a fault, to the point that sometimes it becomes like a weakness that people take advantage of. And secondly, he is trying to do good, but while he's inherently good, he has to make a conscious choice to be good. If you know about the spoilers of the movie, right?
And okay, so I'm trying to think of how to explain it without giving away too much. You know what? Let's just watch the movie. Watch the movie. I think James Gunn is such a magnificent storyteller, and it's not an ensemble movie. It's not like the Suicide Squad where you're telling several different character stories, right? But there are other characters that don't interfere and don't seem like a tag on. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Terrific. What's terrific?
Yeah, he was great.
Imagine this. Instead of cramming cameos for no reason that make no sense, why don't you just do a good movie, introduce interesting character where it fits so that people are excited to watch that interesting character? I mean, right?
Yeah, easy. I mean, it's a formula, right? It works, right? And one thing I can say about, Henry Cavill that I actually really, really liked was that Superman focused on him being in isolation, him feeling lonely because he's a god and he feels like no one can relate to him. I found out what is the secret formula, bro. Why he is the way he is. Why David Corn said Superman is the way he is. It's their Earth parents, bro.
Okay. So there, yeah.
Because
and it's also the director, lah. Let's be real.
Yeah, the director for sure chose the team, right?
Yeah.
But in the story, the Earth parents of Henry Cavill's Superman, Kevin Costner, did not want him to reveal himself.
Yes.
Because he was scared people would, think.
There is that infamously stupid scene.
Yes.
And this one is not a spoiler. This is from the Zack Snyder movie,
10
right?
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, where Costner is like, no, don't save me as the hurricane. Yeah. I'm like, this is the stupidest shit ever. Like,
exactly.
Bro, that's your dad. You are Superman. Go and save him. Who gives a... Like, oh my God.
So he wants him to live with guilt, right, basically?
Yeah.
So that's why Henry Cavill's Superman is so emo, right?
Yeah. Look, it's just a very different direction and one that, to me, and I think to you as well, just doesn't vibe with Superman. You want to do with Batman, that's perfect.
Correct. Irvin says, suddenly feel like listening to Five for Fighting. I'm only a man.
Yeah. Look, the new Superman is a lot of fun. It's something that we desperately need in 2025. I'm a huge Marvel fan, right? I always will be. Less so a DC fan, but this movie has made me want to watch more DC.
Yeah, I feel excited about the future.
Yes.
I love what's the direction they're trying to go for. And you know what? Maybe I can end it on this note. If you had a stressful week, it's a great way to de-stress. Watch Superman, guys.
Bro, how many times you tear up? How many?
I tear up every time my girlfriend say, "Wow, he's so hot, yeah." Like,
because you're like, why you never say that about me?
Yeah, what about me?
Do a Dolph Ziggler. What about me? What about?
It should have been me. But to be fair, Lois Lane was also beautiful, so I was also eyeing over her.
That one, another one. Their dynamic was really good.
Yeah.
A lot of the movie worked.
But my girlfriend spoiled it for me, bro.
Why? Don't spoil for other people.
No. It's nothing to do with the storyline. So she was in an aesthetic clinic, right? So she was looking at her. She looked at me. She's like, "Hey, she got do Botox." I'm like, "Huh? What do you mean?" Very obvious. I said, why? How? What? Because in my head, I'm like, no, she's perfect. Can't say she do Botox, right? If you watch it again, right, second time, right, she said, right, every time she talks, right, her forehead got no expression because her forehead is too like tight. That's
frozen.
Why she Botox. Yes. So now you know if you want to see whether women do Botox, according to my girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay then. Irvin says, remind her that he not the same species, he alien. So you don't need to feel sad. This is a Superman alien.
Correct. Yes.
One more thing. The flying scenes were awesome.
Yeah.
Some of the best flying superhero scenes I've ever seen. CGI was actually really, really good. They obviously spent a lot of time on it, but the flying scenes, if there was any character that needs good flying scenes, it's freaking Superman, and they nailed it.
I mean, that's great. I agree. I think it's a fun visual experience, and also it's a great story. Story trumps all, Mr. Young.
Nicholas Hoult! How can we not bring out Lex Luthor?
Finally, a Nicholas Hoult. There's not Jesse Eisenberg.
Bro, by the middle of... Because, again, they threw us right in. Like, he has a hate going for Superman, and they never really explain it. I'm like, why you hate this fella so much? But by the middle, you don't care anymore. You feel through his actions and everything. Again, show, don't tell, show, right? James Gunn showed us what a dastardly person this fellow could be and why you should hate him.
Yeah, and also he explains why he despises well. I mean, he explains not through him telling, but through the actions of why.
Yeah,
You know
I mean, he does explain it a little bit at the end, but whatever lah. By then, you don't really care. You forgot about it. You're just like, yes, or no, depending on what actually does or doesn't happen in the movie.
Yeah, I feel very hopeful for the DCU. By James Gunn, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the next one, bro. Green Lanterns, bro. That's my guy.
Ooh, the Green Lantern Corps is the next one, right?
Correct. Another very Sachok man, bro. Just tell you first.
Okay, there you go. That's Superman. In just a bit, we'll talk about the other property that Warner Brothers owns, AEW. You like that link there?
I love that segue, Mr. Young.
Yes. And, their big pay-per-view All In. I will be very honest and say I did not watch the full thing because I did not have 6 hours to spare. today.
Yes. I did not sleep with the intern, Mr. Young.
Wow, 1990 calls. They want their Bill Clinton reference back.
Correct.
I guess DX reference if you want to talk about wrestling.
You know why I say that, bro?
Why?
Because I was up all night from 3 a.m. to watch All In.
Did you drink Red Bull while you did it?
That's why I need Red Bull now, bro.
Okay, but
I'm still sleepy, bro.
let's go chronologically and talk about Saturday night's main event. Actually, if you want to be chronological about it, anything from SmackDown that jumped at you, I did not watch SmackDown at all. Didn't have time.
I watched SmackDown, but nothing really stood out. Like, to be honest, I think they were all kind of buying time for SNME.
Yeah.
I would even say I skipped NXT, Great American Bash.
So did I.
Yeah. And you want to know something else that both of us probably skipped? Didn't even know existed?
What?
Ring of Honor put out Super Card of Honor, if I believe.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they did.
Wow, that's mad. That's mad.
Yeah, so we don't care. But there were some references from the event that they mentioned in All In, so I knew after the fact. So that's why. Yeah.
I mean, okay, like at this point, really, like unless you do nothing but watch wrestling, there's no way we could have caught up. So we watched what quote unquote mattered, I suppose.
We watched
right?
what we could. But one big travesty happened over the weekend. I can't believe they did this to my girl.
Oh.
Stephanie Verker was on the main event of main event.
Huh? She was on as in the
show main event.
Not Saturday. Right. I was like, since when was she on Saturday nights? Wait. She was on the main event of main event.
Yeah, because I was looking at YouTube, like looking for the SNME live stream. Right before that was main event, the full episode came out. And like it was her versus Ivy now. That was like the main event of the show. Then I'm like, why? You put my girl in, freaking main event and not on SmackDown? What's wrong with you guys? Come on.
Yeah. She should be like, okay, you know what? There's still Evolution. She might just... Okay, actually, speaking of Evolution, right? She's in the big Battle Royale thing for...
Correct.
Number one contender at Clash in Paris, right?
Correct.
Clash at the Castle.
Correct.
Now, how many of you guys in chat right now are hyped for Evolution? On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your hype level for Evolution? Because I'll be real honest with you. I'm all for supporting the women and having their own PLE. But the build has been so lackluster. The division has sort of been oh my gosh, I hate saying this, but like my anticipation, my hype level is like a 5 out of 10. It's barely there.
I would say they are still trying to build up the pay-per-view all the way up until even SNME, they were doing some angles to promote it.
But
what's lacking is like I would say a dream match, like a headline. Okay, the original Evolution, they had Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey. At that point in time, Nikki Bella was really at the peak of her Total Divas popularity. You would know, Mr. Young.
Yes.
Right? And then you also had Charlotte versus Becky Lynch, which was like a crazy heated rivalry, right? The closest I can say to this show is probably Jade Cargill and Naomi.
Right. But even then, right? Yeah.
So like I feel like it's lacking. It feels like there is no headliner match.
Yeah, I agree.
No hype.
It's a real shame too. Like you look at chat right now, people are throwing up 2s and 3s and 0s, and -10 seems a bit much, lah, bro. But
come on.
Yeah. Did you see this other tweet? I think Saraya retweeted it as well. The top wrestlers who get the most negative comments, and like a large majority of them are women.
I saw that. Number one was like Charlotte Flair or something like that, right?
Yeah. When I saw that, you know what the first thing that came to mind?
What, bro?
That's kind of shameful, but also I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And okay, like I'm not surprised because I know men. That sounds weird for me to say, but you know what I mean? Like, and there are guys that can be really toxic and like this toxic internet culture, right?
Men are most likely to be online doing shit.
Yeah, and being, well, for lack of a better term, sexist about things, right?
Yeah. If you think about it, right, do you really know of any women who's always constantly online and like being a hater online?
No.
Not really. Women don't do that.
Yeah.
They probably do it behind your back in person or what, but they won't do it online.
True.
You can.
Yeah. It's,
so, I don't know.
It's simultaneously like not surprising, but also like embarrassing. To be honest, I think we need to do better as men. And I'm not trying to be white knight about things, right? But when like, I use the wrong term. But But here's the thing, like, okay, when for example, like my wife tells me about things about how like guys can be very creepy, sometimes around here, and I'm sure that all women have come across situations like that, and women are more likely to suffer situations like that, right?
Is that something your wife also goes through? That
yeah. Once in a while, the creepy uncles be like, like
it's always
overtly,
the creepy uncles.
It's always but hey, there's also not just uncles. There's just creepy guys in general, right? I think we owe it to humanity to just do better, lah. All of us.
My suggestion, right, guys, is to get a life, lah. Yeah. But if you have a life, right, it's so hard to go online and just talk shit. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's
usually
very
the
true.
Trolls are they are fucking like nothing to do going on with their life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And okay, let's be very clear, right? We're not talking about like, let's give a breakdown of the pay-per-view and this match didn't work well because, blah. I'm not talking about that. Like, I would like to think for the most part, we try to be honest and constructive about what we say in terms of these reviews, right?
We try lah. Sometimes the Red Bull gets in the way, and then like my true opinion kind of slips out. But usually I try to. I'm a very objective guy, Mr. Young. You know that, right?
Yeah. The objective foreign.
Yes.
Hang on. Actually, Rhea Ripley's JD version versus Bianca, as both were champs, is a dream match.
Rhea Ripley's JD version. Judgment Day version. Yeah. I get what you mean. Like if there was a Rhea Ripley versus Bianca rivalry that was happening throughout the summer and culminated here, confirm this is a main event.
Sure. But anyway, at the end of the day, right, this is down to storytelling, and there aren't that many compelling, interesting stories going into this PLE, plain and simple.
Yeah. But I do want to shout out what Irvin says. I did read Charlotte Flair's Players Tribune article. Spend some time to read it, Mr. Young. It really changed my opinion of Charlotte Flair. Now I really, really respect her.
I read like the cliff notes, obviously, right? But it was the one where she talks about like, how she actually got super affected when like her divorces and all that stuff got brought up, right?
The O and 3 line, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was hilarious, let's be honest. But of course, it's Raw, so we were talking...
No, bro. It's SmackDown.
Okay. You see my tray or throat just left the station, bro. Left the station. Okay, no, what I'm saying is like, remember we were all commenting like, why he react like that? So unprofessional, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, you know what? That was a human emotion. Like, she said it in the article that in her mind, that was a personal thing. That was Ashley Flair going through it. But then they incorporated into the storyline. Maybe she wasn't prepared for it. And the way it came across, it feels like she wasn't prepared for it. So that made her like, react in a very human way. So, I feel bad. That's one thing.
Sure.
But the second thing is she had a very, very great point that she was saying how women at her age, 39, going on 40, is considered old and washed up. When you look at the main eventers in WWE, she's younger than Roman Reigns, she's younger than Cody Rhodes. They are like the top guys and they can go for another decade.
True.
So I completely agree with her that, she wants to change that perception of women that they can wrestle until they're older, and even as an older person, that can go into storylines, plays into rivalry, doesn't mean they are washed up. Right.
But a lot of this is a visual sport. And I think a lot of that has to do with the visuals of things, right? Like at a certain age, a man looks more quote unquote. And this has, I don't want to go too deep into this thing lah, but at the end of the day, right? Like what makes a man attractive? Stability and like, quote unquote, in terms of, if you want to think about it in that sort of level, right? It's like, this guy's been around the block, like, he's got a bit of gray, but he's a champion, blah, 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 that kind of thing, right?
I thought you were seriously asking me what makes a guy attractive. I had to think and like, what would I like about a guy? Like, bro, I don't speak that way, bro. I do not know what makes a guy attractive, bro.
I guess I can't ask you that question, but like, dashing Cody Rhodes or the current Cody Rhodes? I mean, I think most of us would objectively agree, current Cody Rhodes, right?
Okay, let's put it in a better way. Mr. Young, at your current age, most attractive version of Mr. Young that I know.
All right then. Well, we've certainly meandered into very uncharted territory here.
Hey, you agree or disagree? Do you really feel you're at the prime of your life?
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Exactly. None of those roti prata midnight, lunch diets during your radio days. No more of that.
No,
right?
no more. Now it's just water. Look, bro. All I drink is water. I need a sponsorship from water. Mother Nature.
Okay, gotcha. Mother Nature Springs. All right, let's go.
Okay. So yeah, Evolution. I mean, I'll watch it for sure. Not live. Whenever I have time to catch up.
Yeah.
Just to, be a completionist lah. But beyond that, it's like, no hype.
Yeah, but let's talk about the shows that we did watch that came out during this Saturday or Sunday morning.
Saturday nights, commercial breaks. I mean, main event.
Yes. Anyway, what's the order? I will talk about that. I think that's because it's faster lah.
Yeah. And it goes Wait, was it before or after? No,
All In happened first. Yeah.
Okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's start with this first.
Alfred said Mister Young's Marvel Snap streams are attractive.
Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that. Every
what
Thursday.
do you do on the streams, bro?
I play Marvel Snap lah.
I thought you showed some attractive features about you.
Okay, so let's talk about Saturday night's main event from Atlanta, Georgia, the home city of Goldberg. And we kicked off with Randy Orton with Jelly Roll. Okay, so this, according to what I watched, was because of what happened on SmackDown. Jelly Roll was there, right?
Yes.
Versus Drew McIntyre with Logan Paul. Logan Paul somehow inserted himself. Fill in the blanks for me, bro.
Yeah. So this whole thing, there was some rumors they're gonna do like a celebrity match between Logan Paul and Jelly Roll. You know what? Credit where credit's due. Jelly Roll came out on SmackDown. He has lost a ton of weight.
Yeah.
He's like half the size of he was last time.
Okay.
Like last year SummerSlam, he was like the main. I think his song was like the main soundtrack.
Yeah, musical guest.
Yeah, and he was like DJ Khaled.
Okay.
Now he's like half of DJ Khaled. You know what I mean?
So no longer we the best, it's we the half.
Yes, we the half. So he looks good, right? So gotta respect that. But then, can he really wrestle? Can he really go to the we do not know. Right.
Well, that's why this is a tag team. I mean, we're spoiling a little bit, but we know where this is going. So okay, I know I've seen the online chatter, people complaining like, why is this even happening? So at the end of the day, there's always going to be a celebrity match, right? It's an inevitability of the TKO era.
I've also learned that now that the likes of Logan Paul, Bad Bunny has set a standard. I think they will QC a bit the celebrities that they choose to push.
Yeah, but that said, like Alfred brings up, do you think Jelly Roll is as serious as Bad Bunny? He probably can't go like Bad Bunny, but given the right, and from what we've seen, he's not like completely awkward. Like, certain celebrities back in the past, they take a punch, quote unquote, and then you see them crumple and they look awkward AF. Like, he didn't seem awkward.
Let's be honest, he's not going to do the Logan Paul athletic stuff.
No.
He's probably going to wrestle more like Solo Sikoa or like Jacob Fatu. He's going to do the power move stuff. That's
brawler, punch, kick, that kind of stuff. Irvin says he can wrestle like one man gang style. No need to bump. Exactly, right?
Oh, that's a great reference, Irvin. Yeah, one man gang. One thing I would say about him though, he brought the emotion and the promos. Because when Logan Paul is hilarious, right? He came out on SmackDown, interrupted him performing, and then he said like, we do not like outsiders like you, And I'm like, hey, fuck you lah, you also outsider lah.
I love it.
And then I think he stood up for himself. Jelly gave me the same kind of like passion, energy in terms of promos like Stephen Amell did.
Okay.
So he can carry a promo where Bad Bunny wouldn't have been able to. So that's one thing going for him. So he said like, you know what, I'm gonna go at Randy's corner since Drew has Logan in his corner. Logan has been like cozying up all the wrestlers. He's not doing his own stuff these days, right?
I know you are probably not a fan of the fact that Randy is now in this side quest. Like, you were hoping for Randy to go to the main event at some junction or somehow be involved with Cody and Cena, but it's very obvious after the result of this match, and we even saw Randy and Jelly Roll is going to be in a tag team against Drew and Logan at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, as a Randy fan, I'm like, bro, this guy is getting the easiest payday of his life. But I would say this. If this is going to be the main event celebrity portion of the show, and you're gonna get a lot of mainstream buzz.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy for Randy Orton to get that mainstream TMZ, E-News, exposure, and Drew McIntyre as well. So it's not, it's still a win-win in certain ways.
Yeah.
It's just that, I mean, like Jelly Roll, like what is he gonna
Jelly Roll,
Jelly Roll, what's gonna bring to the table? I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me in terms of like Jelly Roll is a hip hop star, right?
Country
star. Okay, so
country rap star.
Right, because I'm trying to like figure out in terms of I'm in my mid-40s already. I haven't been keeping up with all the kid and the hippity hop and the aura and the beer.
Hippity hop. You're showing your age, bro.
I'm kidding. I'm totally 100% kidding. But yeah, where is he in the realm of popular culture right now?
I would say he is like, quote me if I'm wrong. He's like Post Malone like that.
Huh? But I feel like Post Malone is bigger, like he's quite mainstream,
Yeah, Post Malone is huge mainstream, but Jelly Roll is like there. Like okay, maybe not internationally, maybe in America. Maybe that's better. Because his hometown is Nashville, Tennessee. So Nashville is more known for the southern like country stars.
Yeah.
So some country stars are really, really huge in America, but like they will never be popular around the world, kind of thing.
For sure. Okay. So So he's one of those guys. Big in America, everywhere else, most likely we don't know who he is.
Yeah, but maybe that's what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to be known internationally. That's why he does his WWE deal.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
So okay, that's cool. Like again, Randy, Drew, easy. I don't say easy payday, but it's a good payday for them, right? They get the celebrity rub as well. The match itself, okay. I mean, it's Randy, it's Drew. I don't think there's anything like crazy in terms of this match.
The match was too short. That's one thing. Secondly, the match was to build like Jelly and Logan's interference. So it really didn't showcase them.
Yeah.
How you can showcase the two of them.
Yeah, it's basically a setup match. Like it's not a match, it's a setup match.
Yeah. And couple that with all the crazy amount of commercials and ads. I'm so happy I watched this after the fact. So I could like skip through all that nonsense.
Bro, as I was watching this, I'm like, actually very easy watch. Then I realized that's because I'm skipping all the commercial breaks.
Fuck, bro, the commercial break is like twice as long as all the Netflix commercials, bro.
I can't imagine people watching this shit on NBC on a Saturday night, watching basically commercials.
I tell you, I'll be so pissed off if I was in America, but yeah, it was nonsense, lah. Yeah.
Bro, that's all anyone could say on YouTube. So yeah, the match itself, again, a bit of a nothing burger. Just basically leading up to SummerSlam.
Yep, it is what it is.
Okay, Solo Sikoa, our favorite MFT. I don't know why every time they say MFT, I think of like some sort of crypto coin or NFT.
That's true. Bro, Solo, my favorite guy now. He is WWE's aura farmer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing everywhere,
Yeah.
He's hilarious. I think he did. I can't remember what he did in the match that like made me laugh my ass off. I can't remember. No, I know what. Oh no, it was not the match. It was like before the match. They were doing the backstage promo and people are walking into the arena. And then he walked into the security, the security door thing.
Yeah.
And the beep, 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 the security check thing lah.
Yeah.
And then when you go in, it was beeping because he was holding the title, right?
Yeah.
And he turned behind and he like, he got that prissy face. I'm like, wow, this guy fucking hilarious. I cannot yeah, so he's my favorite guy now. I think he has trumped Jacob by a bit.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it at length last week, right? About how like Solo is now the guy with the aura and Jacob is kind of just the guy there. There was a cool moment, I suppose, like obviously the MFTs would get involved. Like that one is quite like obvious. There was a cool moment when the Jacob faced off against Tala.
Tala Tonga.
Oh god, these names though.
Hikale was better. I mean,
yeah. Tala Tonga, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa. Like, oh my god, a commentator's nightmare. I guarantee you, in one of these like multi-man fracases, right? They'll confirm cock up the names one.
Tala Tama Tonga Loa. That's how you memorize it.
There's too much shit already. The match itself, what did you think, Jimmy Uso?
Well, Jimmy Uso is such an interesting position, right? Because he is coming off like a big feud. With the storyline with the bloodline. I mean, this it's been a year, right? Since his feud with his brother. The brother has gone on to become super popular, like a big deal.
Yep.
He's kind of stayed in that upper mid card or like, main event range, but he's kind of figuring out what is his identity beyond the bloodline. So that's an interesting position. But what he's doing now, he's still associated with bloodline storylines because he's fighting Solo Sikoa, allied with Jacob. So I always felt like this match was a throwaway filler match because the real prize is still to go back to Jacob, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't hate it. I do like Jimmy in certain aspects. I wish he had his ability to show more personality.
Yeah. He does. Like, for the most part, I think what you mean is he gets more opportunity to. Because I just feel like he's just there to fill in a role, and that's about it. And he does it pretty well. Every time he has promo time, we've said it before, like, sometimes he can be funnier than Jay.
Yes, he is I think he's the funniest guy until we discovered that Solo also is a comedian lah.
All three of them should just get together and do like comedy shit.
Yeah, but I think Jimmy needs to really break out on his own and does a storyline beyond the blood. That's what I'm trying to say.
But here's the thing. They're probably going to put Jay and Jimmy back together at some point. So it's like, no, I'm probably going to get them back together.
What Jimmy needs is like a Matt Hardy breakout gimmick. For the longest time, Matt wasn't as cool or as popular as his brother.
Jeff.
Until he became Broken Matt. And then he was like, okay, this guy is his own guy.
Yeah. So what is his broken era? Like, I guess we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
Because he can't be the funny guy anymore because Solo is that guy now.
Yeah, he needs to grow in a certain way. Not horizontally, I'm saying grow his character lah. So yeah, shall see.
Yeah. Again, another match, like, to your point, right? Like, it wasn't a horrible match by any stretch of the imagination, but it's very like, okay, it's by the way. And okay, I also need to reiterate, right? Saturday night's main event is literally just another TV taping. I don't know why people keep comparing it to All In. It's not a pay-per-view. It's not a big marquee event like a SummerSlam or WrestleMania.
Yeah,
you know.
And like there's as the shows go along, it's not as special as it was. Like when the initial run, they really pushed the nostalgia factor. They had. Even now, Jesse Ventura on the commentary felt muted.
Bro, didn't they take him out of commentary essentially? Was he even on commentary? He wasn't.
I think he just hosted at the start of the drink.
Yeah,
right?
He was just there with Joe Tessitore, like sort of like in between hosting them, but he wasn't on the call, which was actually very refreshing. Not that I hate it, but it's like,
because the previous time he was getting in the way, right, on the commentary.
Yes, he was saying things like it's true Jesse the Body Ventura style, sure, but it's how do I put it? It's a little bit like having JR on commentary. You show them the respect, but if you do it too often, he gets in the way.
Yeah. I like all the comments. Irvin saying like how Matt and Kristen had to leave and break up from their partners. Correct. Alfred, isn't Matt's V1 gimmick a breakup? Yes, it was.
V1
It was a comedy gimmick. Let's be honest, but I get what you mean. I think Jimmy needs that. And until then, I would say Solo has surpassed him in terms of interest.
The problem is also with Jimmy, right? Now it's not just Jimmy and Jay. Okay. Now it's Jimmy, Jay, Solo, Taman, Tala. Like, you got so many family members. You know this is akin to what or not?
What?
Bubba, Devon, Spike, all the different Dudleys. ECW had multiple Dudleys apart from those three.
Agreed. Yeah. That's a big issue, and
there's no breaking out.
And their aura is getting less and less with each debut. New debut all got no aura, bro.
Or diluting like nobody's business. JC Mateo.
Doesn't Tala feel like the most no aura giant ever? Like even Great Khali had more aura than him, bro.
Okay, I feel like I reserve judgment. We need to see him do some destroying first.
He needs solo match.
Yes, he needs to destroy somebody. Get him in there with a couple of jobbers, a 2-on-1 match, have him like destroy people, and then maybe build that aura there.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, let's move along then. Oh my gosh, this one snake bit, huh? LA Knight.
Yeah!
Oh my god, that took you a while. The red, bro, have another sip.
Yeah,
chug it. There we go. LA Knight, versus Seth Rollins. Oof. I feel bad. Unless it's a work.
I was actually looking forward to this match.
Yep.
I was really looking forward because I felt like they're just gonna start building this feud towards SummerSlam for sure.
Yeah.
Right? It's definitely not over, bro. Definitely. You know why?
Why? LA won.
Yes, LA won.
Finally he wins, but not by decision.
They pull off the feud, and the feud didn't even have time to get leaks or what. They just blow it off with him winning.
But the crazy thing is, and they even made it a point to mention this on commentary, right? LA Knight is technically in 2 feuds. One with Seth Rollins' group, another one with Solo Sikoa's group. So technically, you take Seth Rollins off the board, LA Knight can still go and feud with Solo Sikoa and his guys.
Agreed. Actually, I would say that the Seth feud was like something that was kind of a sidetrack for him because he was not from the show, right? He's not from Raw. But why I thought I straight away knew that this wasn't like, supposed to happen was you can tell him clearly instructing the referee and Paul that they need to end the match now. Like they need to do a audible. And I think if you saw properly, they had referee just communicated to LA Knight as well.
Yes. It was very sudden, the finish, right? It was literally, did he slip up on the first rebound senton?
No, he didn't. That was okay.
That was what he was supposed to do, right? It was the landing on the moonsault on the second one.
Correct. He was doing supposed to be like a lion salt, and he landed on his feet.
Yeah.
Immediately when I saw him land, he straight away favored his foot. Like, bad landing, tweak his knee.
See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like if they were working it, that's what he would do as well, right?
Yes, but the thing is, immediately when he went at the corner and the ref was checking on him, LA wanted to continue stomping on him, what?
But then the ref was like, hey, no, he's legitimately injured, right?
Correct.
And if you even notice after the finish, you can tell LA Knight's facial expression was like, fuck. Like, he was pissed off because this wasn't the finish. It was very rushed.
Basically, it bullshitted through. Basically, it screwed up the plans, essentially.
Yeah, because it was literally like, okay, just Seth comes out, immediately takes a BFT, pump, pin, 1, 2, 3. It's like such a cold finish, right?
Doesn't it remind you of Stone Cold and Owen Hart in a way?
Yes, a little bit. But what if? And because here's the thing, like I feel like LA Knight has been involved in several with Drew, with several worked shoots, like shoots that they try to make. They work that really look like a shoot. So I'm actually still holding out hope that this is work. Mostly because I don't want Seth to be injured, lah.
Yeah, I don't want Seth to be injured for sure. But I see this as an opportunity.
Yeah, bro, I had the exact same thought. When this happened, I was like, shit, that sucks. But it might be a silver lining in that Seth goes away for a while. And that makes his cash in so much bigger. Because now we're seeing him every week holding the briefcase. Correct. The best cash-ins are always the ones you forget.
Yeah. I would like that direction, but I would like to pitch something as well, right? Imagine Seth playing the Bret Hart 1997 injured role.
Okay. Oh, right.
Remember, he was every week he was in his cars or on his wheelchair,
just
whining every single day, and then he gets all his goons to do all the dirty work.
Yeah.
But it keeps Seth on TV, right? He doesn't go away even though he's injured, but he can kind of orchestrate, be the architect from the backstage,
Yeah.
I would like that to happen if possible. Yeah, and he doesn't have to tease the cash in because he's injured, right? So they can kind of put it there in the background, but he doesn't actually have to do it.
And you know what else they could do? They could have him by ringside. They could literally have him by ringside in his cast. And one day he gets up, takes off the cast, cash in.
Heavy Nash it all. Yes. Yeah, so I would like him to still favor into storylines. They can let Bronson and Braun do the dirty work. Though I think this necessitates a new new wrestler to join. Yeah,
I agree. You have convinced me, bro. You have convinced me. Yes, let's keep Seth Rollins on television all year long, even while injured. Obviously, he needs to get some sort of surgery somewhere. Hopefully, again, I hope it's work. But if it's not, then let's keep him on TV. And I agree with your point. He does need one more person.
He doesn't have to look further than CM Punk, what he did last year. When he was injured.
Exactly, right? Okay, we'll talk about that in just a bit because that's jumping the gun here. Who is a candidate then to join this group?
I've talked about it before. Who I want to see in the group is Austin Theory.
So Austin Theory has been on this motivational bend on social media, which I find very weird. There's a very weird disconnect to see him suddenly talk about what if you actually went and chased your dreams? I'm like, but you're that guy talking down to people.
I feel it's very telling of his position in the card right now.
Yeah.
I think he's saying it more for himself than for all other people. It's like, believe in the journey,
Yeah.
please. You know what I mean?
Please call me up. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I feel bad for him already. But I think he's so talented to not be used. And there is a precedent, if I told you before. He was aligned with Seth Rollins during the pandemic, if you remember.
Correct, with Buddy and that
Yes.
group, the group that popped out Ray's eye.
Yes, the AOP and all that nonsense as well. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, have him back, have him work with Seth, let him build up as a heel.
But yeah, to your point, the great thing about this whole situation is that you have Bronson, you have Braun, you have his lackeys that can go and, wreck shop while he's injured.
Yes, correct. And if you have Austin in the group, Austin can be the Randy Orton, and then Braun can be the Batista.
Watch them insert in Grayson Waller.
Yeah, wala. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. That's who I want to see.
Yep.
But knowing WWE, I think they might put someone else. I don't know. I just think, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's get to the main event then. Gunther versus Goldberg, quote unquote retirement match. Essentially what we called last week came to pass lah, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you talk about, first of all, can we just say that Gunther gave Goldberg one of his best matches of all time? If anybody could do it, it would have been Gunther, right?
They kind of skip all the Goldberg tropes. They had him do an actual wrestling match.
Yes.
They had him spearing him and then miss kena the barricade.
But still, he managed to pull off a jackhammer that looked precariously like it was going to F up. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck, bro. It looked like the Undertaker jackhammer somehow, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna drop. No, they did it. Oh my god.
Yeah, so shout out to Gunther for taking that and surviving that. But you know what? They played up to both of their strengths, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good thing about a match like this, and this also goes to like the type of wrestler Goldberg is and was, right? He's not Jeff Hardy. You're not gonna expect him to do a swanton. He does a punch, kick, slam, scoop slam, jackhammer, spear, and that's it. People are happy already. So you are working within those confines, and within those confines, I think he looked great versus Gunther. Now, we literally called this last week when he said, have him choke him out, and he just passes out lah. He goes out on his sword. So it's an honorable death, as it were, right?
We can literally copy-paste what we said last week into what actually went down. And I don't hate it. Sometimes that's exactly what needs to be done. We know what is the best way to protect both people.
Yes.
And the best thing is, I think Gunther gave him a great match, but it showed Gunther's like the wrestling fan look at Gunther like, yeah, Gunther is great. You know what I mean? Like it makes Gunther look good as well.
And Goldberg gets to go out on his shield. He apparently got cut off during because commercials were too long. But at least he got his moment in front of Atlanta. I guess the big thing is like, this could have been at a pay-per-view or a PLE, but it was on a SNME, which is kind of like, and we talked about like SNMEs are just kind of throwaway shows these days, right?
Yeah. We thought it's going to be on the Saudi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that would have made a lot of sense. But I think maybe just for the sake of, he just wanted it to be in his hometown, I guess that's what it is.
That's exactly it. I think he didn't care about it being, on a big event. He just wanted it in front of his home crowd. And that's what matters more to him.
Yeah, I agree. And to answer Alfred's question, I actually timed it, bro.
Yeah.
His match was about 15 minutes, inclusive of commercials.
His match was the longest match on the card. Like, okay, maybe LA Knight and Seth Rollins might have gone longer, if not for the injury, but that was, I have the numbers in front of me, 11 minutes, 11 and a half. Solo Jimmy was 10. Randy Drew was 8.
So do you think, because of the injury that Seth suffered, they actually added more minutes to Gunther and Goldberg?
Maybe they just added more commercials. These NBC's like, I can sell one more commercial.
Dear God. No, but I think definitely it felt like a proper match. Like it felt like a match that Goldberg would have had on Raw in 2003. Like,
But I guess the inevitable comparison is that, does this stack up to AEW All In? Again,
I think transitioning, bro.
We are transitioning because again, I want to point out that it's like comparing, Happy Meal to a full course buffet meal at a restaurant. You know, it's like two very different things. One's a PLE, one's a TV show, TV taping.
Yeah, we can't compare, to be honest.
No,
Like if you see both, right, it's essentially like, okay, if your tables were turned, imagine comparing WrestleMania with Collision.
No, Battle of the Belts.
Battle of the Belts, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that would be, the comparison. Now, let's not even bring up the Great American Bash, which was obviously a bit of petty counter programming, right? I will say this, I looked at the results. None of the matches and the results actually mildly interest me to a point where I might want to catch it. Maybe Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints, but beyond that, it's like, I don't care.
Honestly, if you wanna ask my honest opinion, I feel like WWE shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, a bit.
Because okay, I don't know whether it's arrogance. They didn't need to counter program. Like they could have just let AEW get this weekend, right? They could have get Goldberg's retirement. Its very own headlines. Like if he did it on a weekend where he was unopposed, everyone would be talking about Goldberg's retirement, right? If they had separated Evolution to another week when he was unopposed as well, everyone would have talked about Evolution. But because they did it on this weekend, everything gets muddled.
Super diluted. Nobody's really paying attention to Evolution. Saturday night's main event, still with the retirement angle, is big. And NXT, I think there's zero buzz.
Yeah, and okay, first of all, they clearly wanted to counter program. But if they counter program with something really, really strong, like there was effort put into the bill, then maybe we could have said like, I think it makes sense. But even everything that they try to put out, you can tell it was a bit half-fuck.
Yes. I mean? No, and this is coming from, and I agree with you, this is coming from somebody who actually kind of watches NXT once in a while, and I don't watch AEW at all. AEW was more interesting.
Yeah, because for the first time, and this is something I need to compliment Tony Khan and AEW, these matches actually had months of build.
Yes.
Like, it really had months of build for almost all the matches.
Hashtag, oh yes.
Ooh, hashtag surprise.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, we'll get to that. I know, it's surprising, right? But, you know, don't let anybody ever convince you that Mister Young is just always anti-AEW. We'll give them props when they deserve the props. And I think in this weekend, and we've said this before about their pay-per-views, right? It's always value for money. And oh my God, there was a lot, maybe too much value.
And historically, their all-in pay-per-views have always delivered. Actually, all three has delivered.
They go all in.
Ooh. Remember last year you said All In was their best show of the year?
Yeah. If only they put in the same logic and effort into their weekly shows. Okay, let's not get off on the wrong foot. Okay, I'll be very honest with you, right? Like I told you, like I was out the whole day. I only had time to watch the last 3 matches. So you're gonna have to fill in the blanks as to the other 5 hours of the pay-per-view.
I will try my best because again, I woke up at 3 a.m. So it doesn't mean I was 100% there.
Right. Reese is young Hilton, exactly. Yeah. This is the Hilton. Here we go.
Yeah, but Irvin says AEW low-key improving. I think, you know what I would say? I would say AEW has accepted where its position is at and started to push the right people. I would say that.
Yes, agree. They are like the rich, they are what ECW wishes they had back in the day, the money.
Money is one thing, but maybe that long-term ability to look to the future, because if you look at this card, right, they are pushing people who they have always wanted to kind of like be the next generation, and that also includes Hangman, in my opinion, right? Because I would dare say Hangman's previous title run was a bit too early for him.
Agree.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the card. You tell me which one you like really pay attention to, which one you didn't, so we can skip. Okay, we got
okay, sure.
Yeah, the Ops versus Death Riders. Here we go for the AEW Trios Championship.
Yeah. So the Ops hate the name, terrible name. Consisting of Samoa Joe, Kitsuyuri Shibata, and Will Hobbs. Like the idea of Hobbs and Joe is great, right?
Yeah.
And they wrestle great. But I think sometimes the name really kills you, you know. Yeah. And then like when they walk out to the music, no reaction from the crowd. Like,
Oof.
they didn't come out to like Joe's normal music, which is actually a hypes the crowd, but just some boring ass, I don't know. That's one thing. And then secondly, they were fighting the Death Riders. And the Death Riders also came out to music that wasn't recognizable as well.
Yes.
And I believe Park is injured. So the one kind of subbing for him is Gabe Kidd. Very interesting about Gabe Kidd. He's one of the New Japan's like new prospects. He recently had a match with Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom this year.
Wow.
So he gives me a bit of Conor McGregor vibes. He's like the very fast talking, very British, loudmouth kind of vibe. So his presentation is great. But the thing interesting about him is when he was in New Japan and he was cutting his, gaijin promos, he was always shitting on AEW.
Right.
He was said because he was one of those guys that like, I hate the idea of New Japan having this partnership with AEW. AEW takes all of our stars and like makes them shit. I will never go to AEW. Those were his promos. And now this fucker is with, AEW.
I mean,
so
those promos don't count lah. Tony Khan won him over with money.
Yeah, probably. So I just think that, but the commentators were aware, referenced those promos, but then tried to like make logic out of it by saying like, oh, he is aligned with the Death Riders because both him and the Death Riders want AEW to suffer.
Okay, so my question will always be, are the Death Riders even relevant? Do they care beyond wanting... So there's a difference, right? Like the difference between, for example, Roman Reigns. It got to a point where we wanted to see Roman lose that title. But deep down, we respect Roman. Because the very next night, people were chanting for OTC already.
Correct.
Right? In this case, with the Death Riders, I don't see that happening. I see them as... like, and I know I'm jumping ahead, but like, I get where they were going with the whole idea of them being a dominating group. But ultimately, people actually don't care about them because they're just annoying.
I think Death Riders has go-away hit, has X-Pac hit at this point in time. Like, we know, okay, fine, they're the main event, blah, blah, blah. We love Claudio and all that. But like, the story's been so stale. And that's why people were excited for All In because maybe they know that finally there's some
the payoff.
Conclusion. The payoff is coming.
Yeah, it's like the payoff to some shit. Like, I don't even know how to put it. It's like, it's not entertaining shit, but at least it's the payoff.
Correct. So I would say for this match, the Will Hobbs was the standout. I think they did a great job highlighting Will Hobbs. Samoa Joe, of course, amazing as always. But when they got the win, the Ops got the win, immediately cannot attacked by Death Riders. So they got to keep the Death Riders strong, right? The losers attacked them, steal chairs, and Joe got the most damage. So I do not know why, but Joe kena stretch it out at the end of the match. So
again, with the afterbirth, they love their afterbirth.
Yeah, not a fan. There was this one thing they mentioned about Shibata being a mentor to Gabe Kidd that they apparently he trained Gabe Kidd. So there was some tie-in, but all along this was like a nothing match for me.
Yeah. Sounds like it. MJF, let's talk about MJF in the men's casino gauntlet match. A match that to this day makes no sense. Zayden, what's up? Yes, the Red Bull is here. In fact, Foreign has two. So cheers, we are about to go off the rails, and we're talking about AEW. Holy shit. All right, MJF winning the casino gauntlet match. Okay, again, I didn't watch this match, but talk to me about MJF winning, and it's like, him again, really?
Well, I don't hate the choice. I would say that this match should have started the evening, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know why? Like, usually casino battle royals are like a whole bunch of like nonsense storylines or no storyline. They just throw everyone in, right?
Yeah. And the whole idea is it can end at any time. Like, if the first person and the second person beat each other, then, everybody else who was waiting, too fucking bad.
Yeah, it is what it is. Essentially, it's a battle royal. It's over the top rope, right? I believe. I can't remember. But yeah. I think it's over the top. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Is it pinfall?
Right? Yeah.
Wait.
It is.
Over the top rope. Okay.
Rope. Yes, it is over the top rope. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Okay, you know why I was saying like this one is different because actually this one had storylines coming into the show.
Okay.
They started off the match with MJF and Mark Briscoe. They have been feuding for a bit. And they had this very, very tasteless line talking about his brother and the accident and all that nonsense, which I thought was nonsense. But MJF and Mark Briscoe are great, like natural rivals in my opinion, right? So they really highlighted MJF in this match. They highlighted the fact that he is, part of the Hurt Syndicate. So even though yes, MJF winning is like again, but it's a new version of MJF. With new, like new wrinkle to his character. So I don't mind it.
Yep.
They also had people like Ricochet in the match. So Ricochet now has Dom Mysterio hit. I have to admit.
Oh.
This fucker finally got some reactions and they all hate him there. Yeah, they all hate him there, but he does get a lot of reactions from the AEW crowd. They also, like I mentioned, they also weave in other storylines. Remember, I mentioned there was Super Card of Honor the previous night. So they actually had Konosuke Takeshita and Bandido in the match. So they actually wrestled the previous night. So again, makes a lot of sense. We all love Takeshita. Unfortunately, Takeshita has gone down the card to go to Ring of Honor.
Oh,
but,
shit.
but I hope this is like a, okay, we got nothing much for him in the main event. Let him get some wins and titles in Ring of Honor and then come back. So I hope that's the case lah.
Riz has a very important question for you. Did you sing along to Mystico's entrance? Because no one else did, bro.
Bro, the hilarious. I was talking about Mystico. Okay, so Mystico came in. Okay, another great storyline because he feuded with MJF.
And because you love Mexican music and are a connoisseur, yes.
Correct. So the crowd tried, and I say quotes, tried to sing Mystico's song, but they clearly don't speak Spanish, so they don't know the lyrics. So it was a whole bunch of mumbling from the audience.
So what they needed was foreign to go there to teach them how to sing this song, is it?
Bro, my Duolingo wasn't good enough, bro. So to answer Riz, I did not sing along because I was very embarrassed. Secondhand embarrassment from the crowd lah. They couldn't sing. It was so bad. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he was there. Love Mystico. A returning Juice Robinson came back.
I saw the clip. Yes.
So that was fun. Kota Ibushi finally is earning the money that he's being paid the last couple of years. He's looking in great shape though. So I gotta give props to him. And the new toy of Mercedes Moné, the Beast Mortos, suddenly gets a push out of nowhere. Plays a prominent part in this match as well.
String pulling. Because we know how much political power apparently Mercedes Moné has in that company, right?
Yes, correct. So yeah, actually a lot of like decent characters, decent storylines. So I actually got invested in this match even more than the first match. So I wish this was first. And finally, MJF won. He outlasted Briscoe. I think there was a bunch of them was trying to take him out, but he kind of outlasted all of them, and he basically earns a future title shot at he never specify which show. I think you have a title shot anytime when he plays.
Yeah, it's for the AEW World Championship lah. So there you go.
Yeah, MJF and Hangman Page is a match that has happened before, but I feel like MJF needs to be at the top of the mid card. So he has been kind of floundering. So I feel like, okay, enough of the mid card nonsense with MJF.
Yeah.
Push him back to the top.
And it's also interesting, right? If he has that title shot, like he's in the main event, what are Bobby and Shelton going to be thinking? You know?
Exactly.
So that does open up very interesting, dilemmas and stories that they can tell. All right, let's move on to the next match. Very unfortunate thing that happened. Apparently, they announced it beforehand, but this is when Adam Cole actually came out to address the crowd, correct? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. This was your guy, right?
My guy?
Yeah, Adam Cole, baby. Come on.
Since when was he my guy? Dude, last week we were like shitting all over the fact that he was in this match.
But he was your guy. I mean, he's always been your NXT guy, right?
Right. From NXT, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But you know what? All my speculation or our conspiracy theories, I think might be true. I think he might have some real health issues that has hindered. It's okay. It's not just injuries. Injuries happen for him in AEW for sure. But I feel the reason why his body changed so much, I think he's going through some health issues.
So then my question is like, why is he in title pictures and being a champion and stuff like that? None of the booking. Then the question is like, why are you booking somebody who, if they have health issues, right? Like, why are you booking them in matches?
I think it's like a Roman Reigns case where they thought they beat the medical condition, and I think maybe that might be a relapse.
Right.
Probably. That's what happened. Like we all agreed his whole TNT title run has been a nothing.
Yep.
And we also thought like Carl Fletcher probably is gonna win this.
Yep.
So I wasn't I feel bad saying it, but I wasn't mad that like he said he had to relinquish the title. I feel bad for him, of course, right?
Yeah.
And I even saw Britt Baker tweeting about it or like commenting on the post.
Right.
So maybe even from the time when they were together, maybe he has had these health issues. So
and she already knew lah.
Yeah. So it's
But
really, really sad, right?
I feel like it doesn't change the fact that, our criticisms of his wrestling style still are valid, right? The fact that they always book him like a super heavyweight, where he is able to do a Panama Sunrise to like Keith Lee. That sort of nonsense.
Yeah. But that being said, I actually didn't hate the Fatal 4-Way match that came out of it, right?
Sure.
They actually chose really good. Okay, so the crowd was, of course, deflated because of the news.
Hang on, before we get there, Riz brings up a very good point also. Maybe WWE saw this and tried to make him a manager. For all the things that we talk about WWE pushing down talent, blah, blah, maybe they were actually concerned about his health. Because we've seen before, like, Tony is like, okay, yeah, go ahead. He brought back Saraya, where WWE was like, no, we are not having you in a match because you could F up your neck. Same with Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, WWE won't let us do this because they are worried for health, or maybe they are just worried for how they will look, like insurance and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They don't want guys getting injured on their dime. Whereas AEW, Tony Khan's like, yeah, do whatever you want.
Exactly. And I think, Alfred, the news hasn't been publicized, or it's not public knowledge yet. Probably Adam Cole doesn't want to publicize it, and more power to him. We respect that. But doesn't change the fact that he didn't really contribute much in that title reign.
Again, why book him in matches to begin with? Like we talked about, he's a great mouthpiece. He could have been amazing as the figurehead of whatever group, and then have him talk instead of Kyle Fletcher talk, or have him talk instead of Roddy or whoever else.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly, you mean?
Riley, the other one.
So yes, the match itself I thought was a good rebound from what happened, right?
The match you're talking about is Dustin Rhodes, Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, and Sammy Guevara.
Every one of them makes sense, right? You got Daniel Garcia, who was the former champ before him. You got Dusty and Sammy, who are technically tag team partners. They are ROH tag team champions. But they both have a history with the TNT title. More so Sammy, of course. Sammy has won it a couple of times. Dustin was a very, very interesting choice because, again, this was happening in Texas, his hometown. So I thought, I love that nostalgia in him. And Kyle Fletcher is what most people thought he was the one that's going to win it. But they swerved everyone by putting the title on Dustin, which to me was actually a brilliant move. Like, I got to give props to TK because not only did they turn a very unfortunate event with Adam Cole into a big positive and I would say like a thank you for your service title run for Dustin. Dustin has not won a singles title in AEW.
It brought the crowd back.
Correct. So that was the thing that was smart. It brought the crowd back, give them another great moment. And I don't think it overstays Dustin's welcome because he can run with the title for a bit, not a long time. And then eventually drop it to Kyle Fletcher, who's supposed to be the winner anyway. So
eventually have Sammy Guevara screw him off the title and Sammy can get his shine. Because it's time, right? Like, they're tag team partners in RH. That's great. They'll drop the titles at some point, and then Sammy can be like, oh, you haven't been there for me because you're too busy being a TNT champion. And then this is how we get Sammy Guevara back.
Yeah. I think it can play a lot of different ways. And I would rather put the title on a Dustin Rhodes. People actually care about him. People know he can wrestle than like some...
Zayden asks, lol, was it TK's decision? You give TK a lot of credit when maybe it was Adam Cole's decision, maybe it was Dustin Rhodes' decision. No,
TK
nothing
is the final approval.
Yes,
remember?
Nothing goes past him. If he says yes, but then again, he's very open to saying yes to everything, from what we've heard. So
can he say yes to giving us some dollar bills for the podcast? Maybe.
Are you a heel? All right, let's talk about the next match then, the tag team match. Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks for EVP. Okay, it's not an EVP title. It's basically if the Bucks lose, they are stripped of their EVP titles.
Are you gonna be angry at me if I say something like this?
Ooh, I mean, I didn't watch the match, but if you think it was a good match, tell me.
It was my favorite Young Bucks match in at least 3 years.
Wow, okay, 3 years. I mean, that's not surprising considering the last 3 years it's been shit show after shit show.
I would say it's my maybe let's go a bit more higher in the hyperbole. It's my favorite Young Bucks match since their first year in AEW.
Again, I think that's fine. That's perfectly relevant. I have to go and watch the match myself. How many super kicks were there?
Okay, that's what I want to say. Okay, so even though I enjoyed the match a hell of a lot and I thought it was really, really great match, doesn't mean they changed their wrestling style. You know, it was still a super kick spam.
Yeah.
There was still no selling like crazy. It was still video game moves, whatever you want to call it. But because it was Swerve and because it was Will Ospreay, and both of them can match their move for move, right?
Yep.
But both of them have a great connection with the crowd.
Yep.
I actually felt the urgency and the stakes. Like every single move felt urgent and desperate, and like because both of them were fighting for very important things. Yep. The EVPs were fighting to retain their EVP status, and Swerve and Will had to win because if they lost, they would not be able to challenge for the title for a year.
Yes.
So can I say that this match actually had storyline and stakes?
Okay, sure.
So every move that they did felt really, really like there was a purpose. It was purposeful, even though there were no selling stuff. But there were no selling stuff because it's almost as if like they had to shake off the pain, you know, to get that final sequence. So I don't know. So I did post something on Insta stories where they were doing this crazy sequence where they were just flipping. All four were doing ballet stuff lah. But it felt like I was really into it.
Yeah.
Which is not normal for me because I would roll my eyes usually, but I was into it because if you watch it in the context of the match, it was actually down a final stretch of the match where they were trying to get the win. So it made a lot of sense.
Is it because you haven't seen a Young Bucks match in a while? I think that has a lot to do with it. Because remember the first few times we watched a Young Bucks match, we were impressed, right?
Exactly.
And the main problem was that they kept doing the same thing. And once you keep doing the same thing every single week, then it becomes not special anymore, and then you can't top yourself anymore, right? So it becomes a norm. The fact that you haven't watched a Young Bucks match in such a long time, and then they're like, and once again, Swerve and Ospreay can match them move for move. So therefore, it's like, okay, shit.
Is it controversial to say the only way to book the Young Bucks well is to give them a Roman Reigns schedule?
Yes, I agree. Have them show up once in a while, have their style of match, like versus Penta and like the Lucha Bros, that style of match. The first time they had that match, it was impressive.
Yeah.
Right?
But only let them do it like 4 times a year.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that would be a great way to book. The problem is, to justify that sort of booking, they need to be some sort of characters, like a backstage character, right? And nobody wants to see them act.
Correct. That's the thing that turned us off from their shows, right? Foreign, you're now a ballet connoisseur.
Ballet, Mexican music. I mean, shit. My bro is a connoisseur of the arts. Yes.
We need that ballet school endorsement, bro. Let's go. Give me that ballet sponsorship.
Bro, if you name one ballet school in Singapore, I will go and approach them. Just name one.
You don't say I'm gonna Google right now.
No Googling. You just on the spot right now. You name one off the top of your head if you can. That's
sure. The Royal Ballet of Singapore. I'm pretty sure there's something like that. Oh dear God.
The Royal Ballet of Singapore. All right, cool. Hashtag the Royal Ballet of Singapore. Everybody, that's the new shirt.
Dear God. Okay. So yes, I actually enjoyed this match. I would even dare say it was my third favorite match of the
third favorite match. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I did not like about this match was that they were a bit too chill when they lost their EVP status. They were like, oh, okay, lose. Let me like, the payoff wasn't like, oh my God, holy crap, they lost.
Because they don't care. Let's be real. Look, the match might have been great because they were doing their moves, right? They're doing their thing. But the fact that, again, we're jumping ahead, they had no business being in the main event. Being stripped of EVP but still playing a role was just them being them.
Exactly.
It's like, they didn't need to be there. I get that they were friends or whatever, but, it's like, it served no purpose, them being at the end of the card.
Yeah, that and the fact that the referee, for every Young Bucks match, he basically give up on life. He basically never do his job.
Yeah, he's like, okay, whatever.
Tagging doesn't matter.
Yeah,
countouts don't matter.
No.
Yeah, nothing matters.
And let's be real, this whole EVP title thing doesn't mean that much. hasn't meant much.
I don't think they've been doing the actual jobs of being EVPs for a long time already. Like
yeah, both. You mean kayfabe or like?
No, like in real life. Like what have they been doing backstage?
Bro, I will argue that both like the on-screen and the backstage stuff they never do as EVP. So them losing it means absolutely nothing.
Exactly. So I think we can move on. But though great finisher, their finisher of they do the tandem house call and hidden blade super dope.
Sure. So, yeah. Let's talk about the women's casino gauntlet match. Athena won, pinning Mina Shirakawa, and her Shirakawa is
not my favorite match of the night for sure. I would say the men's one felt more interesting.
Yeah.
That being said, I thought it was a good showcase of the women. Like you tend to forget because WWE highlights their women really, really well. AEW, the title scene only dominated by Toni Storm and
Mercedes Moné.
Correct. So you tend to forget that AEW have other female wrestlers.
Yeah. What's Willow Nightingale doing?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So Willow for a while was doing really, really well. She was the Ring of Honor champion. She was a TBS champion. She lost it to Mercedes, of course. But this match allowed me to pay attention to somebody like Megan Bayne, who is a beast. Gotta be clear, right? She is a beast. She is like if China had more athleticism,
but we've seen how she's been presented lah. So it's all about the presentation. Okay, does this mean that Athena is getting a push? Like she now has a AEW Women's Championship. It's like she's, as far as I know, a Ring of Honor talent, right? And then is she now on the main roster?
She was in the main roster because she had that title match with Mercedes for the TBS Championship.
Oh,
I believe it was Revolution or Double or Nothing, can't remember, but then she lost. So I think she kind of took a step back. But now, I think they're committed to pushing her again. I do believe that she will eventually win the title from Mercedes. Yeah, so
down the line lah.
Correct. So I like that she's given her due there lah. The people that impressed me in this match, I would say Megan Bayne again. And she has been winning my heart like slowly but surely, bro. Harley Cameron, bro.
Yes.
I'm
Which
surprised.
part of her?
Hey, all of her, bro.
Okay, her talents, yes.
She is, maybe I give you a good comparison. She is AEW's Chelsea Green.
Okay.
Yeah, she's great. She's great in her role. So
is she the one that does ventriloquism?
Yeah, it's that girl. She can sing. Okay. She can play guitar. She did the music video for the Iconics. Remember they did this one whole sexy music video thing? She was the one that sang it. Yeah, she's great. She's really great.
Very nice.
And she's Australian.
What's that got to do with anything?
I just feel a lot of good wrestlers coming out of Australia these days. Like, whoa, Mister Young, what's happening here?
Did Harley Cameron lah?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That video of her wearing the face mask. That was a scene from the match. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Distracting, some of her.
What stuff. Are you? I'm looking at her face. What?
No, I'm looking at the puppet, lah. See?
Oh, puppet.
Puppet. See?
I see.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's.
She looks like what? Stacy Keibler when she was with the Dudley Boys.
A bit,
with the Hurricane. What?
Right. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, come. Let's move on. And talk about the Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed. Let's not spend too much time because
I mean, if you want to keep her profile there while we continue talking, I don't mind.
No, bro. Let's move on. We have like 4 matches to go and it's almost 10 o'clock. So let's do it, bro. Let's go. Okay, 3-way tag team match. Hurt Syndicate, Jet Speed, Patriarchy. I only caught the end, the afterbirth of the match. I didn't catch the match itself. Very quickly, tell me, did at least the Hurt Syndicate look good here?
Of course they did. I mean,
because nobody needs to give a shit about what Kevin Knight and Speedball look. Because,
Well, one thing I can say is no one will make the Hurt Syndicate look bad. They will ensure that they look good no matter what is done in their booking. So that's good. The story of the match is actually less the Hurt Syndicate and more the patriarchy.
Yes. So let's talk about the afterbirth because I feel like that is the only interesting thing about this.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, correct.
You're so at the end, we finally get the turn. And this is something that we had sort of speculated might happen for a while already, right? Nick Wayne finally turns on his dad, quote unquote, Christian Cage, and is going to give him a concerto, right?
Not just that, you have to mention that FTR also was part of it.
Yeah, FTR came down.
Recently turned heel.
Yeah.
So, of course, Nick Wayne aligned with them and attacked Christian. Not just Wayne, literally the entire family turned on Christian, including the mother as well, bro.
Who gives a shit about her? Why is she still even there?
Mama Wayne. Wayne, who is taller than a lot of wrestlers, by the way.
So, okay, Nick Wayne is about to concerto Christian Cage. What a dastardly son, right? And then... Do
you
the music.
think you know me.
Eh?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, there you go. And my God, all those TLC matches must have rubbed off on old Cope because he comes from the Jeff Hardy school of saving your friend. He didn't dance, bro. Instead, he comes out, right? Mafka goes to the side to, come on, yeah! I'm like, what the
bro, I saw the meme, bro. Then there was this one guy who put this post, top 3 aura farmers currently.
Yeah, like Jeff just danced a bit and he ran. Cope ran to the side to pose, ran to the other side to pose, and then took his slow ass own sweet time to come and save his bro.
Do his pyro first.
What the wow.
Okay, you know what? I would say it's justified because Christian Cage deserves it. He's been a dick for too long, bro.
Then why is the point of even trying to save him if you aren't actually trying to save him?
No, but first you got the aura farm, bro. You got the...
Oh, yeah.
I'm young, black and rich. No.
Aura farming, bro. That's
you got the aura farm first.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, yeah.
Can I say, like, we love Christian Cage, we love Adam Copeland, we love Chris Jericho, but the years are not kind to them. He looks old, bro. He's old.
No, yeah, he does. He does.
But, like, I mean, like, look at John Cena, look at him. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
bro,
is it the mountains or something?
The mountains, maybe.
He live on the mountains, right?
Hard life, bro. I have only a couple of words for you. 3 words for you, bro.
What, bro?
Go find yourself.
It's cute, like it's cute.
Okay. What is the callback though?
No, remember last time?
Go F yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. What? They wanted to rebuild the tag team. Remember?
Yeah.
When Edge first came back, and then they were talking about because at that point in time, Christian was the heel.
Yeah.
Right. So it did not make any sense for Adam to actually come back and suddenly align himself back with Christian.
Yeah.
So I think this is really more about because now this dastardly heel is getting his comeuppance from his friends. His friends are all turning on him. His family is turning on him, and it will always make sense for eventually TK would want Edge and Christian to do a run in AEW, right? Come on.
And the line that will kick it all off is go find yourself.
Yep.
Which is the juxtaposition of go fuck yourself.
Basically, all out, they will see a tag team match, and it could be them fighting against FTR because of course FTR and Adam Copeland has some unfinished business. They turn on Adam, right? So that will make a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. They could fight the patriarchy together, or
nobody cares about the patriarchy. We're probably going to see FTR because they're friends. So at the end of the day, the friends will have their own little... Again, so we've talked about AEW being like, all friends wrestling.
Yeah, or eventually, if they really want to put a button on this title or this tag team reunification, they win the titles against the Hurt Syndicate eventually.
Ain't nobody want to see that. Bro. Would they be CNC? Copeland and Christian? Who?
TK would love to see that.
I guess. Too bad they don't have the Hardys or the Dudleys, huh? But okay, so there you go. I guess...
Yeah. Where is the dinosaur man?
I don't care. I don't care where Luchasaurus is.
He got injured. I remember he got really, really injured, right?
Maybe he makes a shocking return and tags with Nick Wayne.
Yeah, why not? Makes a lot of sense.
Don't care about that. Not excited to see that in the least bit. All right, let's talk about Timeless Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, we are now in the triple main event part of the show.
Finally.
The first 2-3 matches took 2 hours already, bro. The Casino Gunther was fucking long. Long.
Bro, this whole thing was like a few minutes shy of 6 hours, which is, again,
crazy,
great value, but is terrible pacing.
Yeah, man.
Just absolutely awful pacing. I will say this, though. Okay, to watch it on Triller, right? I can't remember how much it used to cost. I think the price has gone down, bro. It's only $34.99. It used to be $50, I remember. I remember actually, like...
Really?
Yeah, back in the day when I would buy these pay-per-views, right? I actually remember feeling like, walao, it's like almost $60, $59.99.
Is it because you had AEW Plus to watch the Dynamites and then buying standalone?
No, I saw the standalone price, $34.99, which I was like, wow, maybe viewership was dropping, so they dropped the price.
It's dynamic pricing lah.
Yeah, dynamic pricing. But again, right, I think, and we talked about this could be where they look at WWE that's pricing people out in terms of live events, and they could go the other way.
They should go the other way. I think that will give them a lot of goodwill, the fans.
I think so.
Yeah.
And in terms of value, because that's the big joke, right? Like you go to a WWE event, essentially you go out, watch a couple of promos, see 3 matches, and that's it. And you paid like freaking $1,000.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I'm probably not going for Perth this year, bro, to be really honest. I saw the tickets, bro. So they give you a 5-day package. Okay, to be fair, you get to watch SmackDown, Crown Jewel, and Raw, right?
Yeah.
But like the cheapest tickets is like 2,500, 3,000 Sing.
See, that's the whole TKO era thing where everything is just super duper expensive and you're just paying to go see people aura farm, right?
I'd rather go on TikTok, bro. I can see the Reaper. I'm young, black and rich.
But yeah, so I think if they indeed have lowered their prices, I think it's a very smart decision. So kudos to them.
Yeah. And for this match, they are really the best women wrestlers outside of WWE right now, Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné.
I would like to think that they complement each other. I think Toni Storm, I don't want to say carried, but because I think Mercedes, as much as we shit on her sometimes, she obviously has the skills, right? But I think she's less, how do I put it? I think it's less forgiving when she goes up against someone she's not used to. She doesn't have chemistry with. There are some wrestlers that can make it work with everybody. Toni is one of those people. Mercedes is one of those that can have great matches with great wrestlers, but when it's with someone who's not at her level, it just falls apart.
Yeah. I would say Toni brings the best out of Mercedes, while Mercedes raised her game to match Toni here.
Agree. Yeah. And finally, yes, the right decision, Mercedes lost.
Yeah. I hated one thing about the match.
What?
To me, this was like didn't make sense at all.
Okay.
This fucker took 3 Storm Zeros in a row and still can kick out, bro. 3 pile drivers, bro. Do you remember Randy Orton taking 1 pile driver from Kevin Owens and he died?
So, bro, so when you watch AEW, I resigned myself to this, right? You have to judge on a different scale. If not, you cannot enjoy one. You're just hurting yourself, right? This is a universe, right? Where getting spiked on a bed of nails cannot end the match, man.
Fair enough.
Right. Everyone got some plot armor, extra armor, whatever bullshit you want to justify. Am I saying it makes sense? No, of course not. It's stupid, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to enjoy it, if you want to watch a video game wrestling company, this is it.
But I mean, they made up for it by both of them making out with each other. So I guess, it balances it out. So.
Hey, whatever you get value out of, justifies it.
Sure. But so the final Storm Zero was on the ropes.
Off the top, wow.
So to me, that better end the match, bro. If fucker kick out, right, then the Mercedes Hogan memes are validated. Are valid.
And also Toni has been positioned as the champion and like the top women's wrestler for a long time. So it's fine.
Yeah. I would say Toni's AEW run would define her career more than the WWE run for sure.
Agree.
She's done a lot of great work. And I think maybe I would say this was actually Mercedes' best AEW match so far.
I will agree. It was the one that made me care the most. Let's put it that way, right? And to your point, going back to Toni Storm, I feel like she couldn't have had that run in WWE. They wouldn't have given her the leeway. She's one of those.
Ball,
I mean, you've seen some of her promos where she swears and literally does weird shit. Can you imagine her pitching that? Like even Triple H, as open-minded as he is, right? Like I don't think if Toni went to him and is like, okay, I'm going to pretend to be this starlet and then have black and white, blah, blah, blah. I think he'd been like, no.
Yeah, no.
So this only could have worked in this setting.
It would be like a Bray Wyatt situation where other people would not want to work with that or can't work with that, right?
Yeah.
So I think her position as a top star in AEW is reinforced by this match because she actually defeated like a very well-known name, WWE name. And I think Mercedes doesn't lose much from losing here as well because she still have her 6 million other belts.
Well, okay, I hope that they take your advice from last week and this is the start of Mercedes losing those belts and finally getting a character other than, hey, look, I win all belts.
Reese, you said, we sure it's not the Kiss that did it? Oh, well.
Plus 1 point, huh? Is it?
Mm.
Plus 1
Oh,
star? Oh, Dave Meltzer probably gave it plus 5 stars because of that. It's a 10
sure,
star
sure.
match.
Aura farmed from that moment.
Farming other things. All right, let's talk about winner takes all. Continental breakfast, intercontinental breakfast, international breakfast for the breakfast championship, the unified breakfast championship.
Missed opportunity to call it intercontinental title, which I understand.
No, like
Copy WWE.
So, do you think that the AEW Unified Championship is on par with the World Heavyweight Championship?
Well, it remains to be seen, right?
Yeah.
It remains to be seen what you're gonna do with the title.
Okada versus Omega, the clash of the big New Japan stars, right?
Can I just say I actually love Omega's theme song, especially the way it was performed here.
Yeah.
He had that aura in New Japan, right? Because like that best bout machine vibe.
Yeah.
And this gave that aura as well. So I felt hyped for the match because of his music.
It's okay, to me, it's very obviously we know he patented his whole damn gimmick based off of Final Fantasy. Right?
Yeah. Very Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is very relevant right now because of the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set that just came out, and it's like, do you know you know the reference here?
No, I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, so you know the card game Magic the Gathering?
Okay, I've heard of it, yes.
Yes, it's been around forever. Like Post Malone famously spent $2 million buying a card from the Lord of the Rings collab.
My God.
Right? Like I literally have right here, hang on, let me show.
Oh.
An Iron Man Magic the Gathering card.
Ooh, Mister Young.
Right? It's protected in a case and everything. I've actually found a group. Every Tuesday I play Magic the Gathering with them. Tuesday night, a bunch of nerds getting together to play cards, man. Let's go. So anyway, my point is why you are judging, bro? I can see the judgment in your eyes.
No, bro, it's just a lust in my eyes.
The lust. I recently made a video, right? Like, cause I play D&D, I watch pro wrestling, I play Magic the Gathering, I read Marvel comics. Like in school, I was basically collecting the Infinity Gauntlet of like nerds. I just needed to add Pokemon and cosplay, and that's it. Already, I become the fucking Thanos,
bro.
Of
Mister
nerds.
Young. Fucking go cosplay, bro. Go fucking Comic Con. I want you to cosplay. Wear some freaking Sephiroth style cosplay one day.
That's it, bro. I collect the whole gauntlet already of nerd or getting beat up in schools. Yeah. Okay, now back to Magic the Gathering, right? So, recently they did a collaboration with Final Fantasy, and it is the hugest. Just imagine one pack of cards now can cost almost like $1,000. Is that mad?
And people buy it.
People buy.
So they buy it and they actually play it, or they actually keep it?
No, they keep. They hope to hit the big one because and this is the annoying thing, right? They are releasing limited number of cards. For example, there's only 77 gold chocobos.
Ooh, okay.
So,
gotcha. So it's limited.
Yeah, so people are now chasing those cards. For example, why did the One Ring Magic the Gathering card cost $2 million? Because there's one special version, one of one. Oh. In the whole print run, there's only one. And the one fellow who found it, the video is epic. Like you see him like freaking shaking, and then Post Malone bought it for $2 million because he's such a huge fan.
So Post Malone bought it of the guy?
Of the guy, yes.
I see. You know what? If you want to get rich from selling cards, why not, right? I mean,
yeah. Anyway, the point being that Final Fantasy is super relevant and in the pop culture right now because this set just came out and the prices are overinflated like mad.
Yeah. So in a way, it's great. It's in contrast to Will Ospreay's entrance.
Assassin's Creed.
and then you know what's the best part? Come on, Assassin's Creed 20% discount right now.
Bro, Assassin's Creed is it's
the new game not as good, is it?
It's not that it's not as good. I think the publishers burn a lot of their like goodwill already through shady practices.
I see.
Yeah,
it's a shame. So I guess the moral of the story is choose the right fandom to follow so that it will help with your wrestling interests. Huh?
Sure. Well, whatever the case is, the entrance definitely was very Final Fantasy, yes, the music, right? And it was a cool entrance, sure. I agree with you. The match itself, are you prepared to be shocked?
Tell me, bro. Tell me, Mr. Young.
I wonder if it's because I had the bar super low because of Okada and his past few matches that I've actually watched, right? Where he's just this slow plodding fella, right? Like I didn't hate this match.
Okay, I want to hear your thoughts first before I share mine. So yeah, what do you like about it?
Oh, interesting. Okay, again, maybe it's because I haven't seen Okada specifically go in a while. And Omega is Omega. Like, as much shit we want to talk about, like, he's one of the best, right? In terms of a performer that can go. I think because they go with each other so well, they've gone with each other so many times, the match felt, I don't want to say fresh. Maybe it is fresh because I haven't seen it in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because I was okay. I did not watch all their previous classics so that I am not like biased, right? Try to watch it with fresh eyes, just try to be objective. I would say this in terms of all the nostalgia matches we've seen this year. This is the best nostalgia run match. Like, I will compare it, for example, like John Cena and CM Punk was a great match. But John Cena CM Punk clearly a step below their classic.
Yep.
This one is a step below their classic, yes. But it's really, really good in this context still.
You know what? I didn't even think of this as a quote-unquote nostalgia match. But you are right. It is a nostalgia match.
Yeah. I would say
it was better. Yeah, it was better than CM Punk, Cena. Even Cena, Randy.
Correct. And okay, because I would still say Okada is still in his prime. He's only in his late 30s, right? Kenny just hit 40, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
But of course, Kenny has had a multitude of injuries.
Diverticulitis. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe objectively, I can say this is the best Okada match in AEW for sure. Clears the bar for sure.
Do you think Okada has been playing 4D chess this whole time? He's like...
What do you mean?
He's like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to just wrestle like shit. Like slow, plodding, like nothing matches. So that people have such a low bar that when I finally have this big classic blow-off match, people are blown away. No, and it's smart because he's not getting any younger either, right? He looks at Ibushi like, immediately getting injured. He's like, okay, you know what? I won't do that. I will just wrestle a much slower pace and not kill myself, not injure myself, but only do it when it matters, which is here in All In.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he think to himself, okay, I've had all these classics in New Japan. I wrestled such a high level style.
Yeah.
That's what's expected of me in Japan. Now I got a new environment. Maybe I lepak lah. This is a new place. I can just lepak.
And my reputation is enough for this fella to pay me the money anyway. So why put myself... So he's doing the exact opposite of like the Young Bucks and all these people who are doing 1,000 flips per second. He's like, no need to do, bro. Just relax. If anything, people could learn from this. These these younger wrestlers can be like, hey, actually, why kill yourself? Only save it for the, big main events and the big, save it for when it matters.
Mr. Young, I'm in shock, Mr. Young.
What?
You are actually glazing Okada now.
I'm not glazing. I'm saying that it's actually smart. I will, again.
You're giving him props.
I don't understand why people are always like, miss it. Because it's the easy thing to, it's very easy to put people in boxes. We are all multifaceted. We will give, and we objective kick to the gut analysts here by put a stamp of approval.
Okay, so everyone clip this because this is one of the rare times Mr. Young actually praised an Okada and Kenny Omega match. Definitely in AEW context, this is literally the best match that I've seen Okada done in AEW for sure.
Agree. Again, Don Callis needs to tone it down.
Yeah.
I feel like he's very distracting at some point.
He almost overshadowed the match. You know who I think did a great job in not overshadowing the match?
Who?
Ibushi, bro. Ibushi, okay only. Lepak one corner.
A little bit, because this match, the whole point of this match is two best buck machines, right? They're supposed to see who is the better wrestler or the best wrestler in the world. So it shouldn't be a distraction fest. It should be two wrestlers wrestling.
Yeah, it was a pure wrestling match. And okay, the difference between this match and like the Swerve and the Young Bucks match is that, yes, they were wrestling a New Japan style, like they were no-selling some stuff, they were doing a lot of sequences. But I felt because of their injuries, maybe because their age, they slowed down a bit. But because they slowed down a bit, right, the match felt more, felt better. It felt more cohesive. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I agree with you 100% because the matches... Their previous matches and all these Young Buck matches don't give you time to breathe.
Yeah.
Maybe because we are older, respect and we appreciate a little time. Whereas, these young kids, they're like everything, blah, 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 blah. I only have a 3-second attention span. You better give me something cool after 3 seconds. If not, I'm going to lose my focus.
Oh dear God.
All the Adderall, rattled brains out there cannot just chill out for 5-10 seconds for crying out loud,
Exactly. Because I was letting the match breathe, right? I could actually appreciate how beautiful of a drop kick that Okada can throw. Really, it's a great drop kick, bro.
It's a nice drop kick, but really, the glaze over his drop kick is like, hey.
Bro, it's high, bro. He jumps very, very high.
He's a tall fella.
For a tall fella to jump high is even very more impressive.
He got less distance to clear because his legs already covered. Anyway, that's not the point. I think we agree that this was actually one of the better matches. Actually, I would consider this the best match of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Okay, so I said my top 3 matches would have been Swerve Okada. Swerve Ospreay and Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funnily enough, and I would say this match, in terms of pure wrestling match, yes, you're right. Best match on the card.
Yeah.
One thing I would say about this match though is that there was a false finish that I thought should have ended the match, but they kicked out of it. So I thought the actual ending of the match was a bit anticlimactic. I don't know whether you agree.
Bro, this is the story of AEW. They overbook.
They did one step further than they should have. They should just ended it a bit earlier.
This is exactly the same thing that happens in the next match, main event, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. But again, this is very typical AEW. They think that it's a big swerve. Oh, we got you. But sometimes when it's the time to end the match, you just end the fucking match.
Yeah. I also appreciate the fact that they went with the original storyline of every time if the cleaner Kenny Omega delivers the 1 week angel is always over. So they avoided that the move throughout the match. So that's great.
Yep.
And too many Rainmakers, I feel like it felt overbooked for the Rainmakers. But the last part where he was doing some twirling power slam thing, and then that was cool, I would say. But it's just that, do you see, because I think they were not supposed to end at one of the false finish, that Don Callis actually jumped on the rope he was about to interfere, but because Kenny actually kicked out and he stopped himself. Do you see that part?
Oh, no, I missed it. I must have
It was the sequence right before the final sequence.
Oh.
Where they actually, I think he did he did a pure finisher, and because he was scared that Kenny or Okada didn't kick out, Don Callis actually jumped on the apron, was about to kind of attack
interfere
the referee again, but he actually kicked out and he straight away went down. It was quite funny. If you see, you will know what I mean. Yeah.
But yeah, again, I actually enjoyed the match because maybe they slowed down because of their age. Who'd have thought that age would be the thing that would make them watchable?
Yeah. Best match on the card, I would say not necessarily they lived up to their classics, but I think they had a great addition to their series. And according to the statistics, now they are tied.
Ooh.
So there might be a tiebreaker.
I don't know if we need another one. Maybe give it a bit of time. Okay, let's talk about the main event of the evening.
Last match. Let's go.
If the Okada match entered the night, I actually wouldn't have minded it. But I mean, I guess, yes, we got the AEW World Heavyweight Championship Texas Death Match. Let's put it this way, if you like this kind of stuff, then this was the match for you. If you don't like this kind of stuff, if you think it's gratuitous like I do, then this is just not for me. There's nothing about this match that would have turned me and made me become a fan of these people. Right?
Put it this way, bro. This is WrestleMania 40 Avengers M18 version. That's what they were trying to do, bro.
This is the R21 version, bro, because this was some sick shit, right?
Okay, we knew coming to this match, it was John Moxley, it was Hangman Page. They've done a lot of stupid shit in the past. Confirm gonna be stupid shit, right?
Correct. I will tell you where I think they should have ended the match.
Okay,
the spot where he was it what the hell is it? Was it not the buckshot, the dead eye, the one where he cradles him from the back and he drops, right? The one they jump from the apron into the tables with the barbed wire. I thought that should have been the finish of the match. Because they needed to add the spikes after, and then the Young Bucks, and then the after. I thought that was unnecessary for the most part. I know it leads to Bryan Danielson, it leads to Swerve. That shit should have been before that. The spikes was not necessary.
Yeah. The problem with this match was because it was booked as a Texas death match.
Yeah.
The match there was going to be overbooked with all the gimmicks and all that.
Yeah.
And then that's not even counting all the interferences at the end.
Oh my god, there was so many. Which, okay, fine. Like, we can't, on one hand, praise WrestleMania's main event, the last year's WrestleMania, the one with the Avengers Porto scene, right? And then come here and say, oh, that's bad. I think that's what they were going for. I think for the most part, they succeeded.
Yeah.
But the Young Bucks was unnecessary. They should have done all that before the big, that moment where they did the Dead Eye.
Yeah.
And that should have finished because that was the climax already.
I agree with you. Though I do appreciate Bryan Danielson returning, I think that was great. The selfie video on the top of Mount Everest was hilarious.
It was a bit cringe. It was a bit cringe.
It was like, okay, bro, can lah, vlog, can. No problem.
And okay, it's moments like these where Excalibur makes it all look hokey. That Dar, oh, I don't want to say his name, but I'm going to just say Dar so that people will get it. Like, no, people know lah. You need to not treat your audience like a bunch of idiots, okay? Just lay out, just be quiet. Let people draw their own conclusions. Is that Dar? Like, shut up.
You know what?
He ruined the moment. He made it uncool.
I'm not gonna like shit on that part because like it's definitely shittable lah. But I will focus on the good things, right? I would say that I love Swerve's appearance because it ties in. I would say at this point years of storytelling between Swerve and Hangman. Who would have thought post CM Punk, Hangman will have this entire redemption arc? Because let's be honest, Hangman was one of the reasons why AEW was in the gutter after CM Punk left, right?
Yes.
But this whole rivalry he had with Swerve really brought him back to like some sort of redemption. And now I think the fans genuinely, authentically think of him as like the top babyface of the company again. And I think he went through a long road to be redempted to be this babyface again.
I agree. Look, I don't like him. I think he is underwhelming as a champion, but listening to the crowd, like the reaction he gets now when especially after he won, I was like, okay, if that's your guy, if you're an AEW guy, that's your guy because you've watched him since he was one of the quote unquote pillars and blah blah blah, that kind of thing, right? Darby Allin, huge pop, the whole Mount Everest thing, yes, again, whatever. It could have been better produced because there was this also moment after the video played and then it stopped, right? There was like everyone didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And there was like an awkward pause because he was slowly rappelling and the cameras couldn't find him.
Yeah.
So people didn't know what the F was going on.
I would say AEW's production is still a bit rough around the edges. Cannot compare to WWE for sure.
Yeah.
But I would say, and I said at the start of the podcast, AEW is finally pushing the right people, right? Hangman was the right choice to make as the number one guy, but they pushed him very early in his career. Felt a bit too early to 2021, but I think 4 years later, his character is finally fully formed beyond just the guy with deep thoughts.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now and say, is it a case of he has finally reached where he's supposed to be, or someone finally took the damn belt off of Jon Moxley? There's a difference. And I think the next few months will bear out the difference. Is he going to be a beloved champion or is he going to be fizzled out within a couple of weeks, a month? You get my point, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Too early to say, for sure.
Yeah.
But I would say how I would pitch this is Hangman Page became undeniable as a character even before he have any sort of interaction with Jon Moxley, right?
I still deny.
Like he was on his own run of being a redemptive character with Swerve and all that. While the Death Riders were doing their own nonsense, he was a fully formed character. So it's like finally they meet head on as a fully formed character. That's my opinion on him.
Wouldn't Swerve, if you put Swerve in this spot instead of Hangman, I think the pop would have been even bigger.
So that's why it goes back to my point that they're finally pushing the right cast of characters as the main eventers. To me, the ones that they are pitching their wagon on that will take AEW to a better step in the future, right? In terms of the direction, is to have people like Swerve, Hangman, Ospreay.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, Darby, because Darby is that wild card that everyone loves as a babyface. So these 5 top stars as a babyface, to me, is great, right? They just needed to get away from Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley, I think, can go away for like 3 years for sure.
Yes. 3 years. Wow. Okay.
But you know who should step into that spot?
Marina Schaefer.
Well, Marina Schaefer took one hell of a bump.
And got handcuffed, bro. Got handcuffed by Prince Nana, which was I thought that was a funny spot.
The funniest one when he got handcuffed, then he like.
I actually laughed at that. That was funny.
Everyone need to emote these days. I don't know why. So like, okay, to me, the one that should be balance out the heel side of things, you should have MJF right there. Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense to bring MJF back to the main event picture.
Okada.
I would say Okada now. Okada with I know my voice.
You just did a Braun. Brock.
Okay, Okada as the main event heel is perfect because now she's the unified champion. But he needs definitely a mouthpiece, and I hope Don Callis can rein it in because he can be good and compelling, but sometimes he can be overbearing as well.
Yes. I think they do the whole him on commentary thing too much. I think that
Let him be on the side, like
Paul Heyman is smart enough that when they do put him on commentary, Paul Heyman actually says very little. He just makes a comment or two here and there. He knows not to become overbearing.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I just notice is whenever they put Paul Heyman on commentary, he knows to let the commentators do their thing, but once in a while, like disturb if the commentator says something against his client, for example, right?
Because he was a commentator as well last time.
Yeah. Well, so is Don. Don used to be a commentator, but for whatever reason, he feels like he should dominate the whole commentary, which I find it very annoying.
Yeah, I think he wants his character to go over too much, I feel.
Yeah, it becomes overbearing where to a point where you're taking away from your quote-unquote client.
Agreed. So, I'm not sure who else can balance out the heel side of AEW. But in terms of the babyface side, I think they have found the right cast of characters. Like how Cody is the right cast of characters that is the main event scene. AEW has these people who have actual connections with the crowd, can actually wrestle. They have their style, they have their flaws, but like I would dare say, like if they wrestle the main event, I will still watch the match,
You notice we haven't actually talked about the match itself.
Yes.
We like the idea of where everything sits, but the match itself, okay, you know what? Again, I go back to if you like that ECW. I never enjoyed ECW, by the way. I like their promos. I never enjoyed the over-the-top gratuitous bloodiness. Not because, and that's the irony of it. Like, I love horror movies. I can watch a gory horror movie, but a lot of this don't make sense.
You can't watch actual violence, I think. You can enjoy the fictional horror stuff. But like because these people are really like the moment Hangman started freaking stabbing him with the fork and the blood immediately you can literally see the blood become red there. I'm like, oh fuck, okay, I know what this match is all about.
Yeah. How do you
on my brain.
And how do you DDT somebody onto a bed of nails without it potentially injuring? You know what I mean? It's just unnecessary risk. The dead eye through the table of barbed wire was good enough as a visual,
Yeah. Again, if they had followed the Bloodline rules match where the first 10-20 minutes was a pure wrestling match, and then all the interference coming there, I think the drama would have been great. But because it was a hardcore match, I think it was just a bit overkill. But does not take away from the moment because to me the most emotional moment of the night, right, was when they actually finally opened up the damn briefcase. Can finally see the AEW title after like 8 months. Like, I mean, that's a big deal.
So that is the payoff, right? And it goes back to my point of, so the payoff was freeing the AEW championship. Which is great. Kudos to them for having the idea. Now, whether it's because we really love Hangman or we love that somebody finally beat John is a different story altogether. And, based on what they do in the next couple of months, we'll see if it was an effective use of like however many months of just shit.
I think for better or for worse, Hangman does exemplify AEW, right? Like they have their ups and downs, but he's been there through all their big and low moments. So he does characterize what AEW is all about. And I think they are recovering, I would say. I think they definitely got my interest after this pay-per-view, right? But you know what it is, right? Their daily shows, their weekly shows is what it is.
So that's it. has it gotten your interest enough for us to watch Dynamite this week?
Bro, I should ask you that question, Mr. Young.
Because it is the Dynamite after All In. The fallout from their big event. It's got to be something interesting, right? It's like the Raw after WrestleMania.
Maybe.
So, I will watch if you watch. We both watch together.
Fine, I'll watch it. Okay, you know what? I would say this, right?
Yeah.
This All In, even though it's less fans, I think, than the Wembley show. I think they only got like 27,000 or 30,000. It did. I think they did distribute only 30K. Like they purposely they didn't try to sell out the whole stadium.
Yep.
So that's fine. It actually made AEW feel like a big deal. It felt like a legitimate second company, and there wasn't any like references to WWE. I mean, if you can take away the whole portal scene, is their version fine. But I think generally, though, their storylines have been cooking and led up to this payoff. So I think it's great.
And the crowds popped for a lot of the stuff that happened in the main event. It looked and sounded like a legit... Like, if this is the first time I'm watching an AEW program, I'd be like, oh shit, they're actually quite good.
Yeah, they're good. They have fans. They are wrestlers.
They have fans.
They have fans.
They have fans.
They have wrestlers who are over. And for us, like for me, I'm used to be diehard AEW watcher. I think I watch it quite regularly. After everything that went down with CM Punk, normally I think it's normal. Everyone had a bad taste in their mouths. But I think they're slowly kind of coming out of their era, trying to build this new direction. I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful because I believe they're starting to realize that those who do not want to be there, let them leave. Right? Those who are old, push them away. Sorry, Chris Jericho.
Are you saying Tony Khan is finally learning lessons?
Yeah, some people need 5 years, some people need 3 years. He needs however long he needed lah. So hopefully there's an improvement going forward. The only way to know is from this moment onwards. Now is what, July? All the way until the end of the year. Can you see more renewed interest in what you want to watch AEW? That's the big barometer.
Yes, that's why I think it's okay. We commit ourselves to watching Dynamite this week and maybe even next week. But that's that's where we judge. All right, they can book one big good show a year, or is that it? Yeah. Can they continue this momentum?
Alfred said, did somebody put TK on gunpoint to book a good show? Did he fear for his life? That's why God, so good.
He every day fear for his life, bro. You go outside, only he fear.
Ayo. You know what?
Somebody speak in a slightly raised tone. Oh, scared.
I'm interested to see the post-match scrum. I haven't watched the All In scrum. Maybe
I'm sure he'll say great 500 times.
Yeah, probably. Probably learn a lot. I want to see this was the best show, best biggest gay. I hope he sees all those things.
Another thing I want to point out, right? Like, I know it's become a thing in modern wrestling as well, but I really hope they cut down on these portal scenes. Like, I know that WrestleMania's main event, John Cena versus Cody, was a bit of a blur, right? Yeah. But at least it didn't have 10,000 people interfering. I think they were trying to get away from that. Yeah. And I think AEW, especially because AEW frequently does run-ins. This is nothing new for them, right? The reason a lot of this shit became repetitive was because it kept happening week in, week out, week in, week out.
Yeah.
The only reason we didn't find it tedious was because we haven't watched AEW in a while. Exactly. Now we're going to start watching Dynamite again. If every week again, run in, it's going to get boring again.
You know what they need to get away from? Not just random run-ins. They need to get away from multi-man tag matches where they squish 4 random people together, fight 4 random people. I hope they stop doing that. So I hope that's what they do. And you know what? Get Death Riders away from the main event scene. I hope they just go away a long time.
Bro, John Moxley disappear. The rest of them can just be in the mid-card, lower mid-card, doing whatever random shit.
What I would do, push up the Hurt Business to the main event. Let them cook. Let Lashley cook, bro.
Yes, Lashley, MJF, Shelton, MVP. It's their time. It absolutely is their time. As the foil against Hangman, that's perfect.
I would love a Hangman MJF feud with Lashley kind of lurking in the wings. Lashley, MJF fighting for power. All that would be interesting for me.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Okada can go back to having shit matches. Until it means something next year, 1 year later.
We shall see. Is there Forbidden Door, right, this year? Or has that
let's not get ahead of ourselves. They have one good pay-per-view only. You think what already? We're gonna watch all. Hey, please relax. Chill. Time out. Let's watch the next few Dynamite first.
you know what, 10-20 already. Let's
exactly.
give a
This
wrap
is
up
like,
here.
you know what, this is like the X. We just got back after being, broken up for like many years. It's like, okay. I still remember you a lot of bullshit one. Just because you
Yeah.
had one good date back doesn't mean that this is gonna work.
Just because one day, one night stand, then now relationship already. Hey,
You
slow
think
it down.
ECW on ice end? So I mean,
No. Yeah. So okay, no. So basically, this is just our first return date with AEW.
sure.
Let's see whether it will lead to sex or it will lead to disappointment.
What?
Let's see. Huh?
All right, Nashwan, get to work.
Aye.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday evening. Go have yourselves a great week ahead. Maybe do a bit of wrestling. Oh wait, there's Evolution tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
I forgot.
Evolution. I hope you guys enjoy Evolution tomorrow morning. Clearly, we won't be able to review it, but we'll talk about it
Next week,
next week for
we'll
sure.
Chat about it. Yeah.
Do share your number grades or your letter
yeah.
grades for both All In and SNME. I would give All In. Wait for it, Mr. Young.
Whoa.
I would give it 7.5.
Wow. Okay, based on, like I said, I only watched the 3 matches, right? Actually, you know what? Based on the 3 matches, it's the same amount of time as Saturday night's main event. Because those matches were effing long, bro. It was like 35 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Oh, dear
if you
God,
think about it, those 3 matches were the entire length of Saturday night's main event.
You're right. So yeah, based on those 3 matches, what would you say?
Based on those 3 matches, I would give this a solid 8.
Okay. Be prepared for the other matches to temper down your expectation. No, lah. The rest are fine for what you
Bro, I'm not going to watch the other. Why?
Yeah. You just watch the Cliff Notes version on What Culture or something. This fine.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'll just watch some YouTube recaps. Like our YouTube recap.
Yeah. But you know what? If you guys too lazy to watch, I hope you guys enjoy our review. I think we gave a fair enough depiction of how the events went. WWE was a whole lot of meh. AEW to me delivered their best card of the year, so you just have to see it for what it is.
Yeah, surprisingly, we will be honest, when it calls for it, AEW won this weekend. Let's just call a spade a spade. Unless something earth-shattering happens at Evolution, which, okay, you know what? Very quickly, just give me a reaction, just a one-word reaction when I tell you the match. Becky, Bayley, Lyra. Jade Cargill, Naomi. Tiffany, Trish. Battle for a Royale for the World Championship match at Clash in Paris. Vaca is in this one. What was the sound that Booker T makes? That's the sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Judgment Day, Charlotte, Alexa, Sol Ruka, and Zarya versus the Kabuki Warriors.
I'm here for Charlotte Flair, Alexa, bro. They won me over.
JC Jane versus Jordan Grace, NXT Women's Championship.
Come on, Jordan.
Yeah. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, main event.
Ooh.
Great match, 0 vibe.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great match. It's just gonna be a match. Great match.
It's a great match. That's about it, right?
Honestly, I'm fine if either one wins. Honestly.
There you go. That's Evolution for you. Okay. As always, we got to give a big shout out to not the match.
Where are you looking at? Yes, correct.
I was looking at the match listings for Evolution. Hasif, that's right. The sponsor of the podcast, Hasif_captures. Drop him a follow on Instagram and drop him a DM if you have any questions you want to ask him as it relates to fitness, F&B, entrepreneurship, finance, that kind of stuff.
If you have not followed him, clearly you're not a long-time listener of the podcast. If you have not followed him as well, do consider, sending him a DM, checking out his content.
Check out his thighs as he runs.
If that's your into that kind of thing. If you are looking for some financial planning advice, he's the right guy for you. If you want to talk about all the different subjects that we just discussed, F&B, entrepreneurship, he's also the right guy for you. Do show him a follow. He's the reason why you got my bills being paid, bro. All the lights on, it's all because of him.
And most importantly, the Red Bull.
The Red Bull. We need that sponsorship, bro. Let's go.
Okay, that's it. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll catch you again next week. It's Mr. Young.
And it's Farah in the building. Have a great week.